Right, Shalom. We're the GMS Virginia camp of the Hebrew Israelites. We're out here once again, like always, through the grace and mercy of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. Before we get started, like always, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadosh.
Those are the names of the one you ignorant people call God, Jesus Christ. All right? We want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the true teachers, true leaders of the nation of Israel. The Shalom goes out to the hopeful elect, waiting on the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us, man, out of the hands of our enemies. So, we're going to go into the 144,000, man. Where are the 144,000? Right? Because these men are very special men, but they're very special individuals. All right? That the one you call God has put on the earth many times to do his will on the right-hand side, whether that be prophesying, serving in one of his king's armies, such as King David, King Solomon, all right, being the apostles, all right? They've been doing the work in will of Yahweh Shah in every incarnation that they had on this earth. So now that we're in the last of the last days, you gotta ask yourself, where are the 144,000? I got this pulled up real quick. This is what the Christians say about the 144,000. And they're not going off, but it's on gotquestions.org. And it says, who is the 144,000, right? It says, we consider the best interprets the 144,000 literally. When taken at face value, Revelation 7 and 4, which we're going to read it, seems to speak of 144,000 actual people living during the end times tribulation, right? Which we're in the end times. There's no, what they're talking about is Jacob's trouble, but the 144,000 have been here, right? Even before Jacob's trouble. It says nothing in the passage leads to interpreting the 144,000 as anything but a literal number of Jews. 12,000 taken from every tribe of the children of Israel. So they can't be 144,000 Jews. They got to be 144,000 Israelites. But taken from every tribe of the nation of Israel, according to verses 5 and 8. So they got that right, right? So if they're coming from every tribe of the nation of Israel, that means we should be keeping our eyes out on the Israelites.
So I find it funny with these Christians, they talk about something everybody can be saved. So if that's the case, so basically, like I said, basically they don't contradict you.
Well, the 144,000 is just the government body.
Yeah, of course.
You got the great multitude, and they'll try to throw that in there because they know that it comes from the Jews, but then they'll try to say heathens can be saved in that multitude. That's not what it's talking about. But continuing, it says these 144,000 Jews are sealed, which means they have special protection of God. They are kept safe from the divine judgments and from the wrath of the Antichrist, which the Antichrist, the main Antichrist is all you so-called white people. You Caucasians, you Europeans. You laughing, but it's nothing funny up here. You know, what's funny is you don't have no melanin. That's what's funny. I laugh at that. Take that to the bank. Fucking leprous dog. But they think shit is a game. Oh yeah. But where was I at before the Antichrist interrupted? It said they are kept safe from the divine judgments and from the wrath of the Antichrist. Anybody can be an Antichrist, anti the doctrine of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. It says they can freely perform their mission during the tribulation. Right? So let's get Revelation 14 first, and then we'll get Revelation 7.
Okay, yeah, breaking the Revelation.
Isn't that funny up here?
Book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood at the Mount Zion, and with him...
But see, he laughs. He laughs and says, oh, you over there, grab your water.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you go out the beach right there. He laughed when I said that the so-called white man's an Antichrist, but prove us wrong. What are the deeds of the so-called white people? You laughing, but nigga, y'all talking about the Afghanis, the Taliban. Nigga, the biggest gang is the KKK. And all you Edomites that have benefited off of your father's wicked deeds. Home of the brave, land of the free. And now you got this Edomite bitch complaining because she don't want to take a jab and she don't want to put a bad bitch. Now your government is evil now that you're being affected. Bitch, this government been evil. It's been wicked. Fuck you so-called white people. We ain't in it with you. Now you want us to join hands with you because now you feeling a little bit of pressure. It's only gonna get worse from you here on out. Because you are a wicked, vile nation that's contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah.
Yep.
You boast in abominable foods.
Yep.
You boast in homosexuality and transgenderism and any other type of vile sex you got out there.
Yep.
You boast in adultery, having orgies and threesomes.
Yep.
So don't come up here and tell us you're a good so-called white person because we know what you're into. Bestiality.
Yep.
You worship fake gods. When you find out that the true power is the so-called black man and his people are the people you've been oppressing, you refuse to accept it, which makes you the biggest demon on the fucking planet. So don't come up here and tell us you ain't the damn wicked.
The book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him,
What does Mount Zion represent? The government of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne.
And what's the song? The song is what we're teaching right now. We're piping unto the people. Now, it said that they had the names of the Lord in their foreheads. So you people got to tell us what's the name of God. You always talk about God, pray for me, God woke me up today. Who the hell you talking about, Buddha? You got to be specific with the name of your God. There's many gods. People worship themselves. The so-called black woman worships herself. A lot of so-called black women think they're God. Okay? So these 144,000 individuals going to have the names of the Most High and His Son in their foreheads, and they're going to be prophesying too. All right? They've been prophesying through all their incarnations. Give me that.
Okay.
They've been rebuking you devils in the Grecian Empire when you was reigning, in the Roman Empire when you was throwing us in the Colosseums, letting lions eat us alive, women, children, men. You did that. The same nation that fed our babies, the alligators over here, you did that. The same nation that hung us, lynched us on street poles, you did that. Burnt us alive, you did that. Almost wiped out the Native American Indians, you did that. Bombed all these other nations, you did that. Genetically modified food, you did that. Gave us a debt dollar with your face on it, you did that. Nigga talking about, so y'all free, y'all got Oprah. Oprah, all them billions of dollars she got her oppressive face money on it, all right? And she ain't doing shit to wake her people up and get them their own civilization and empire, because she don't have the power to do that. So don't tell us we got Oprah and LeBron James. That don't mean shit. Niggas are simple, man.
And before the four beasts and the elders, and no man can learn that song but the 144,000.
So this is a small group here. Limited spots. There's billions of people on the face of this planet. Only 144,000 gets to be what you call the first fruits. And I'm gonna read a little bit more on this, because actually they go into that. I think they mentioned that. It says, let me see. Yeah, it says, it has been previously prophesied that Israel will repent and turn back to the Most High. So they know Israel is supposed to repent, but see, the main misconception is y'all don't know who Israel is. Y'all keep thinking Israel or some most so-called white people. Everything got to be revolved around the so-called white people. The British, the French, the Spanish, the Jews got to be white, the Russians, everybody got to be a goddamn Edomite. All right, you Jakes over there in Louisiana, you speak that Creole, that French. You boast in the French. You Latin tribes boast in the Spanish. You niggas go to college and try to speak proper English like you an Englishman. Right, with the glasses on, niggas sitting with a bow tie thinking he elevated. Speaking the oppressor's language. It all goes back to this nigga. The money, the language, the culture. Right? That's why y'all bugged out walking on fucking crates.
Oh yeah.
Cause y'all don't know what the fuck going on out here. The Lord said the whole head is sick. Nigga, a grown ass adult that gotta pay bills, got children. It is you walk on a crate, bust your head open. Now you in the house with a cast on, your baby need help. But you was out there walking on some goddamn crates in the last days. That's why the scriptures say, let the multitude perish which was born in vain, man.
Yep.
Fuck we look like getting on some goddamn crates.
Con. Which were redeemed from the earth.
And they gonna be redeemed from the earth out of the hands of the oppressor. Now let's jump to Revelation chapter 7.
You want that Isaiah 14?
Yeah, you got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 3, and it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear from the hard bondage therein when thou hast made serve. And it says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Yeah, they go to city, right?
Read that again, let's go.
Go. Verse 4, it says, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, saying, how have the oppressors ceased that golden city? The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people with wrath with a continuous stroke. He that led the nations in anger.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good scripture too, because the 144,000 they're going to speak against the city of Babylon, which the city of Babylon is America. The mystery Babylon, the daughter of Babylon that has adopted the Babylonian feast days, Christmas, Nimrod, Tammuz, right? Semiramis, all this bullshit, all that go into Babylon, all right? Sunday worship, Sunday church, okay? This is the daughter of Babylon, daughter of the Chaldeans, witchcraft. We have a whole place called Hollywood where they make the movies and the TV shows, and then you look at it, it's all witchcraft, it's all sorcery.
Right.
What other nation is out here? Every Halloween comes around, they have a whole segment on each channel just Halloween shit. Witches and Harry Potter, and that shit is uplifting here. Man, a fucking witch.
Yep.
Ooh. The Lord says suffer not a witch to live, but here every Halloween y'all playing witch shit. She flying on a fucking broom. Sabrina and the Teenage Witch, all this Charmed, the shit with the three sisters, fighting demons. They witches and shit. This is a wicked society, man. That's why we say you so-called white people are the Antichrist. All of y'all are Antichrist, man. There's not one specific guy that's gonna pop up in a goddamn Louis Vuitton suit with a towel talking about some worship me or die. No, you've been doing that. That's how you got America. Worship me or die with that concept. You did that, man. The tribe for speaking Hebrew over here is when you go into that book. I think it's the James Adair book. Maybe it's different one. They tell you that Gadash was calling on Yahweh. They said they pronounce it as Jehovah and Yahweh Shai, but it goes back to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They were speaking on the Hebrew. That's why you have things like Los Lunar Stone, right? Certain in carvings, the pyramids they built, you know. Even Southern Kingdom with Judah, so-called Negroes, they found old churches down south with the ancient Hebrew written on the church, written on the side of the church seats, man. So we was over here speaking our Hebrew language, and you told us to be English, right? Our last names are English last names. We did not have these last names for you people that's talking about you not slaves, you fucking niggas. You had these family reunion, the Johnson family reunion. You paying homage to Massa, man, don't even know it. That wasn't your last name when you was on them ships, man. Right? You had a Hebrew name. Because there was Hebrew kingdoms on the west coast of Africa. The Mali kingdom, right? You had many different kingdoms that was still, it was wicked, but they still had the foundation of their Hebrew heritage there, man. Until it totally got beaten out of you in slavery. Why? Because these devils that are contrary to nature, right? Their hair it has no life in it. It lays flat, it's blonde. Their skin is dead. It don't pop in the sun. Right? Our skin glisten in the sun. Their skin just look fucking disgusting.
Yeah, my skin looks good right
Yeah, it's glistening. They shit look like the sun wanna fucking kill them. If the sun could, the sun would jump down and strangle their heads, put them in the chokehold. Fucking eat them, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Because the earth is mourning because of these motherfuckers, man. The earth don't like Esau, man. That's why he's cursed. That goes back to the spirit of the serpent. No, Cain's curse was the pig, but the serpent, he was cursed that the earth would not yield its fruit too. You know, that's why he got the genetically modified food. Spray pesticides on every fucking thing, cause he don't give the land the Sabbath, the land Sabbath, which goes into his curse. This nigga he's ruling, but he wasn't meant to rule. He don't know how to rule. Look at the fucking earth under this man's condition. Everybody is in an uproar. Everybody's depressed. Everybody's bugged the fuck out. They trying to get a little glimpse of happiness by going to the club, smoking some weed. It ain't working. Then they say, well, maybe if I knock a nigga out in Walmart, that'll make me feel better. And they get into a fight, end up in World Star, end up locked up. You have totally destroyed the structure of life here. And the only people that are truly crying out, the holy elect, but it begins with the 144,000. So where are the 144,000, man? They prophesied. You got that Jeremiah?
Jeremiah said
28 and 8.
28. In Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8, it says, the prophets that made it before me and before thee of old.
What does verse 7 say?
Oh, it says, nevertheless, hear now the word that spake in thy ears and the ears of all.
Yeah, read that.
God. Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 7, it says, nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I spake in thine ears and in the ears of all the people.
Yeah, not the word that the Christian church has been propagating since the English came over here and set up Roman Catholicism. They brought their crosses. They was on the ship with these crosses. They show you that in the movie Apocalypto. They came over with a cross like this. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't our heritage, man. You know? Why would you uplift the weapon that our Lord was crucified on, man? Was used to crucify. Why would you uplift that? You know? Just like brothers always say, if you got stabbed, you know, would you want people glorifying a knife? You know? It has nothing to do with the Lord's sacrifice, man. That's paganism. The word that we're speaking has nothing to do with Christianity. It has everything to do with the relationship with the Hebrew Israelites and their power, and then returning back, beginning with the first fruits, all right, which is the elect. It has nothing to do with what the so-called white man told you. Believe on this fairy tale God. He don't tell you the name of the God. He just tell you believe on him, and then you'll be saved. Now I'm gonna keep kicking your ass and taxing you. You know, that's why the best thing for this. Don't be scared about this society collapse. The best thing that can happen is the fucking collapse. We need this shit to happen. So we need this. We need this so we get the fuck up out of here. We need mandatory jabs. We need to mark the coast. We need him to say you can't buy and sell without this shit. So we get the fuck up out of here. Don't give a fuck if we gotta go through a little headache, hard times, man.
That's how it always been.
It'll be, hey, you might be a little hungry, but the sight of seeing these Edomites suffer will cure your hunger in a minute. That's right. You'll be like, oh shit, Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Going through hell, man. Because these people have a proud look on their face. These people have a proud look on their face. Because ain't shit happening to them, you know? Nigga still got his 401k, savings account. Nigga think he gonna survive the pandemic. He getting gold coins, silver coins, stocking up on food. Nigga, you ain't gonna make it. You out of here, man. The only people that's gonna be eating is the Lord's elect when the family comes.
Our servant check.
You people are gonna be fucking through. The Lord know how to destroy your ass. Just like it's a hurricane about to hit Louisiana. Let's say you got some food started and the hurricane flood out all your shit.
Damn. Yeah.
You don't think like that, man. The Lord do though.
That's us. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Flood all your shit.
Whatever you think, the Lord does it.
Now all you got is your drawers on. But see, Esau got money, so he can flee certain areas. If a hurricane he can drive to this state, fly to this state. Jacob be stuck there. That what happened during Hurricane Katrina. Yeah. But you ain't gonna escape Jacob's trouble. The Lord got something for you, because there ain't gonna be no going to this city, fleeing to that. Everywhere gonna be fucking chaos. Yeah. Sedition of men. Yeah. You know, it's the first day shit get locked down, the highways are gonna be flooded with cars. Just stand still. Yeah. Horns blowing. People getting out of, what's going on?
Yeah, yeah. Just like in the movie.
Bugging the fuck out. You gonna have a motherfucker run, pushing it, take his car, and start ramming everybody shit going through. You know? It's gonna be total chaos. People run up, give me what you got. Give me what you got. You know, I ain't got shit. Give me your watch. You know, people gonna take whatever they can get. Those gonna be the time periods. And we can't wait. We ready for these times. The closer we are to the destruction, the closer we are to the kingdom.
Yeah.
This ain't our fucking empire, man. Hey, the people, the children of the so-called white people that set up this place, they don't even know what the hell's going on.
Damn.
They don't even know they're Edomites. They don't even know they've been bamboozled out of the blessing. Right? The elites of their nation took this blessing and ran with the shit. You know? Ran with it. Just took it. Holding it for themselves.
Yeah, New World Order.
As they say, how you say, if you ain't part of that 1%, you know, hey, you fuck.
See, that shows you he's so wicked. And here it is, you're going to leave out billions of your own people. Yeah. And only a couple 100,000 of y'all are part of the elites. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know, they missed out on the fucking blessing. This nigga gave y'all paper money, man. And he owns the banks. You know? Yeah. So don't come up here telling us about who the devil is, because you know who the devil is. And you can't sympathize with our pain because you ain't went through it yet.
Yeah.
When you go through it, you'll be able to understand what we mean. Jacob's trouble is just the beginning. Your slavery is when you gonna understand, nigga.
Yeah. Jacob's trouble just isn't our trouble.
Yeah, that ain't just for the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, and for the purification of the elect. Because Jacob's trouble is for the purification of the elect, for the judgment of the 2/3, and for the judgment of the heathens.
Yeah, that's right.
And y'all got to go into slavery after that.
Damn.
Woof.
Damn, that's a double.
So Jacob's trouble is only just the beginning. You're gonna fry the nukes just to come back to get a fucking rod bust upside your head when you're a baby.
Damn.
You have a big ass nut till you the age of 4. Mommy, how I get this nut? You got bust upside your head by your Lord when you came home. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Your Lord remember what you did in the previous life.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. We're gonna spiritual power. We're gonna be able to know what the fuck he did. Who was who? Oh, this was fucking this guy. You know, this was that guy. This is one of the Rothschilds. This is one of holy shit. Hang him up. We gonna make an example out of this nigga. He ain't even gonna fucking know. 14 years old, tortured.
Like Wu-Tang, tortured niggas.
You know? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 8 it says, "The prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of
So
pestilence."
stop acting like America just is nowhere in the Bible. Here it is, the Lord gave us the timeline of the ages before the kingdom of heaven. What Daniel saying?
Right.
He gave us the timeline of the ages. The Lord said, look, before the kingdom of heaven arises, this is what's going to pop up. Babylon going to pop up. The Medo-Persian going to pop up. The Greeks going to pop up. The Romans going to pop up. The Roman going to be revised again. And then he going to come set up his kingdom.
Yeah.
So stop acting like y'all ain't in the midst of this, man. It's just the last heathenistic kingdom was known as Mystery Babylon.
Yeah.
That's why it's a mystery, asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be too obvious if it was America.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a mystery if you put America in there. Why did he put it as a mystery? Well, part of the reason is the children of Israel lost their identity. People don't even know who the children of Israel are, but they act like those are the children of Israel. In the last days, you would not know. That's the prophecy. They should discontinue from their heritage. They should be scattered through the four corners. Not they're going to be established by the British, put in that land. They're not melanated. They have no culture. They're just thrown in that land from Germany, Russia, right? All these European lands, and they don't fit none of the curses of the prophecy. Those are not the people of the Lord. The Lord said you would not know who his people were in the last days. They won't even know. They won't even know who they are. That's how deep we fall as a nation.
Yeah.
That's why a nigga will fight you tooth out. Nigga, I'm black. Nigga, I'm fucking black. Right? He don't know. The closest are on him. So we in the last days, we in America. Process of elimination will tell you the Israelites were in captivity under all the previous nations, Babylon, the Medo-Persian, the Greeks and the Romans. Then nigga, They slaves in America. The greatest empire on the earth right now. The strongest military by far. Can't no military fuck with America. Why you think these nations don't do shit? America don't even gotta really do shit to blow these goddamn nations up in there. That's why you see Russia and China tag team, right? Pulling their resources and infrastructure away from the dollar and using their own currencies now, man. Dealing in different currencies. They're starting with a currency war now, and then they're gonna move physically, but they gotta move strategically, make pacts behind America's back, make sure when shit pop off, these other nations are gonna have their back. Right? Because America will blow your ass to smithereens. It's the empire of the earth. But who made it the empire of the earth? The Israelites. We had hundreds of years of free labor, you wicked people. And even before that, you was getting hundreds of years of free labor from the Gadites.
And also, just to back you up, and also they use our own nation for the military.
Yeah, after plantation. Because you niggas couldn't fight. Majority of the you sent Jake to Vietnam.
World War II, World War I.
And you lost, nigga. You lost Vietnam. Because they hit you with that guerrilla warfare. The shit that Gad was fucking your ass with.
They wasn't even messing with Jake. They was telling Jake go home.
Yeah, they show you that in the show The Watchmen, which is the most spiritual shit I ever watched in my life. It's called Watchmen. Brothers gotta check it out. They show you in the beginning in the war, Jake is fighting. And they tell him, go home, black man, go home. It's not your war. Why you fight for your oppression? You know? And see that was their land over there in Vietnam. You was able to learn the landscape over here from Gad. Then you used guerrilla warfare on them. But you didn't know Vietnam's land. All right? So they was popping up out the ground on your ass. They had like, I watched a documentary of it. They would build like underground shit. And they would pop up out the ground these niggas. Blow their ass up. Pop up, throw grenades. They was fucking the ball. You know? Yeah, but in the Watchmen, the main character, Mr. Manhattan, the guy with the spiritual powers, he's a Jake. And the whole time you got an Edomite wearing an all-seeing ass shit trying to take his powers. In the last episode, they have a secret meeting and they capture Mr. Manhattan. And right before the meeting, he says, Israel is no more. Jacob is finished. They got Mr. Manhattan on there. All these Edomites, it's a whole bunch of them in suits. Some of them in wheelchairs looking at him. Moab was in there. And they taking his powers. That show was hella deep. Even in one of the episodes, one of the songs playing in the background is the line. So they know their whole plans in your face. You know, but it ain't gonna work, nigga. You can't defeat prophecy. You can't take the blessing away because it wasn't given to you. And proof of that is we came back to our nationality. You tried to take us away from our heritage and we got it back. You fucking nigga. Because you the real nigga. Alright? And we ain't taking no goddamn medicine, no fake medicine, no poison, just to take it and then the society collapses. Here it is, that's why it says the people are gonna be bugged out. They're gonna be like in a pitiful case because here this society gonna collapse and you're gonna have this shit in.
I just find it funny. Like I said, the first thing, hey, just to make it quick, this first thing was what the nose swab. Then they forgot about it. They said, well, we made a miscalculation. So you took that nose swab for nothing, and now you took the jab. Now they say now you need a booster side.
I mean, like, come on, but they put up your nose either.
That basically. So again, how can you trust this devil, man?
Yeah, it's leading to the mark.
It's obvious.
It's leading to the mark. That's why we can be out of here as soon as next year.
But it's really sad though, man, because like I said, you got some people. Like I said, I was in this lift drink and I saw. I was saying, man, like I said, you'd be surprised how some people actually defend the jab, man. Like I said, man, I seen in person Jake defending the jab, man. I was surprised. And like I said, man, you think that, how you say, he had a good argument, whatever, even though he was still wrong at the end of the day, but just the fact is what? Basically, like I say, he was ignorant, but how you say, he was like a wise, ignorant person. Like I said, he know how to speak, but he was dumb.
Hey, the scripture say the multitude is going to die for taking them off. So it shouldn't be a surprise. All these people going to take this shit.
But again, it's all about what? Division, man. And hey, you know what division brings, right? Chaos and destruction against the kingdom. So again, everything is divided, man. You know, like I said, politicians is divided in there. Darkness are, like I said, they're busy fighting each other, which is right is wrong. And like I said, just in general, man, that's how you know, again, the kingdom is falling, man.
And that's one of the So like,
No,
and
go
that's
ahead.
one of the attributes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the vision.
Get into Matthew later.
This is all-
12.
It says the prophets will prophesy of peace when the word of the prophet shall come to pass.
Read up on it again.
It says the prophet which shall prophesy of peace when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him.
Yeah, we've been prophesying that America was going to fall for the longest, and now you see America's falling. America ain't in its good days no more, man. You can't see that. You just blind. All right? When they used to have the Miss America show, there she is.
Remember that shit?
Miss America. That's them days ago. Them sitcom days and what's the nigga name? One of the old black and white show with the little boy. It's one of the what's that popular show? It was black and white about a little boy, the Edomite boy. His name started with a B or some shit. Damn.
What was it about? What was it about? I remember all
It
those
was just
shows.
it was just a boy. It was revolved around the boy. He had like a name.
Here it comes.
No, man. Damn, I wish I could think of it.
Somebody eating my boy.
They had a comic book strip out there.
But he was in black and white. It's one of them old shit.
Dennis the Menace type shit.
Yeah, one of them old shit, you know. Yeah, that back in the day when they honey I'm home spirit, man.
Okay, nice.
Nigga, you know, you got the mailman with the milk party. Them days are over. And in them shows, you never had niggas. When you did have a nigga in them shows, who did they give you? Buckwheat. Watch the old little rascals. The old. They got buckwheat with a nappy ass head, looking crazy.
Okay.
Like niggas just look like that, man. Man, you niggas, hey, you either must gotta pay, man.
The book of Revelation chapter 7.
Yeah, Revelation chapter 7.
Come.
And that's what the 144,000 is here for, to tell you the true will, the truth. That the Most High is not an Edomite. He don't look like a fucking. He don't look like, the Lord don't look like this, man. This has been a lie that's been perpetuated throughout the earth for centuries. Right? Because if we ain't had no say. We were burnt the fuck out. We didn't know what was going on. He came into power and he said this is God. And don't tell us he didn't do this, because every movie we seen, Passion of Christ, all this bullshit, you got our Lord looking like a damn demon. He all soft. When the scriptures tell you, people used to be scared to talk to him. The scriptures tell you, the scriptures tell you his followers used to be scared to talk to him. He was so off-steer. You better say the right thing. He cursed the fig tree for not bearing fruit. You know what I'm saying? A tree, a fig tree. This is the type of individual he made a whip and whipped the money exchanges, man. In the temple, he whipped their ass. This type of man we talking about.
You know it was a perfect whip.
Yeah, you know. He wasn't like this, man. He was a so-called black man dealing with oppression, dealing with niggas, and he knew everything. And he was in the flesh. That's why he was like, how long do I have to suffer you niggas? That's what he said. He said, if you had a little bit of faith, you could heal her. How long do I suffer y'all? Basically, he was saying, how long I gotta beat you niggas? I want to go back to the spirit world. But he had to do it. But his love for his people is so great, and the love of the Father, that he had to do that because Yahweh made a contract with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that had to be fulfilled because we broke the contract. But he's bound by his word. He's perfect. We not perfect. We sat down in the meeting with the Lord. We read the outlines of the contract. Okay. We seen what it say. You do this, you're going to be blessed. You don't do this, you're going to be cooked. We signed the contract. The Lord took it in. All right. And we did exactly what he said not to do. So he had to whoop our ass, throw us in captivity. But he couldn't do away with us completely, because on his word said that we will receive the kingdom. We will be blessed forevermore. So him being bound by his word, because the scriptures tell you his word is greater than his name. So him being bound by his word, he had to provide us a way back to him. So he gave us Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai knowing that, how long I got to suffer with niggas? but I gotta do it because it's the will of the Father.
Yeah.
You know, that's the love of the Lord. You know, what greater love than a man that laid down his life for his brother? But our Lord was no weak, soft individual, man. You know, the scriptures tell you he's very austere. He was very austere, not approachable, not just approachable. You look at him and be like, oh, I don't go to that guy. And he wasn't no weak dude. He was a carpenter. If you lift wood as a trade your whole time, you lifting shit, building shit. You got muscles, man. You big. You ain't no small ass. You can't be no feeble dude lifting shit all damn day. And he grew up in that because what happens was you were adopted trade of your father. He adopted it from Joseph. Y'all what's up? His father. So he grew up in lifting heavy shit, building shit. He was learning that throughout his life. So he wasn't no small dude, man.
That's good money too, being a carpenter too. That's good money.
And you can't be no weak dude anyways, getting totally beat down and still carry a cross. So the way they paint him in Hollywood is totally contrary to the scriptures. He had melanin, man. Now you got these so-called white women want to put shit in their lips. And y'all look like fucking ducks, man. They walk around like Daffy Duck. Here it is, you used to mock our image. But now you want to look like us. You want to put shit in your butt. You in the gym all goddamn day doing 1,000,000 squats. Then she get on TikTok, act like she was born with it.
Tummy tucks.
Yeah, tummy tucks. Go ahead, Lord.
Come on. The book of Revelations, chapter 7, verse 1. After these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascend from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
So you need to find out where the 144,000 at, because construction can't even come to they seal. So you people should be lucky and happy. You know what I'm saying? That these men are here still doing the work, because that's keeping from your ass from frying, getting burnt up. You know? You actually, if you had any wisdom, even you heathens, you can come hear the word and agree. There's no wrong with a heathen hearing the word and agree. You know? That's what the kingdom is about. We're going to be teaching them the ways. Now, Edomite, you can come up here and agree too. I mean, it ain't going to do shit for you, because you fucked. But like a Moabite, a Japhite, a stinking ass, you Hamites, you stay with Moab, Japheth, Elam, Israel. Y'all just come and just listen and agree. You know, learn the way. You can't receive the blessing of the king. How the hell you a man? You a man by your goddamn self, man. Somebody never rain and sun and no, we listen to R&B too. Goddamn, nigga.
Playing love music.
Better give me your what the scriptures there? Because the 144,000 are they're men, right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Playing love music on the bike.
Get 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Because to be a man, this world, it hasn't taught you how to be a man, all right? Because I know when I was born in 92, right? I'll be 29 next month. When I was coming up, they told me, never hit a girl. Always be nice to women. Speak soft. Be a good boy. They never taught you to stand and be a man, be a young man, and know, be strong and courageous. You know, they always try to tame you down, man.
Have self-worth, and self-dignity.
Yeah.
You know, that's a part. You know, that's why we got these simps. But what? They don't value themselves, and they have no self-respect.
Exactly. If all the men were men and said, look, women, if y'all don't do what the fuck we say, we ain't fucking with y'all. If men were strong enough to be alone, these women are fucking they'll cave in. Be like, oh my God, because they need men. They obsessed with men. That's why they deal with multiple men. They need the attention. But since they're able to have so many different type of candies and sweets, they ain't gonna deny it. But if all the men was like, look, we ain't dealing with this bullshit till y'all get your act right, then we get their act right. Well, because of what you're saying, you got all the simps, right? You always got a nigga. He'll wait 20 years for the pussy. Even if she got a nigga been friends, he don't give a fuck. He'll wait 20 years. Or if the opportunity arises, he'll commit adultery and fuck another. If he'll fuck her, even though she got a boyfriend.
He would even play gay long enough to do it.
Yeah, he'll play gay. He'll play. He in the store with you, walking the purse. Put this on Trayvon. Let me see how I look on you. Yeah, look. Yeah. My friend gay. That nigga ain't gay. That nigga trying to bend you over. Because with soon he gonna be Netflix night. Popcorn. That popcorn gonna be warm in that lip, and you crying about your breakup. He like, yeah, baby, you know. Then when she get horny, cause she ain't had no dick in the world, she be like, well, you know I'm gay, but I can fuck you. You know, that's what be happening, man. That's what be happening. But if matter of fact, give me that first script to try to see, because this is something some for a white man is. You know, that's how we know he ain't going to inherit the kingdom. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High?
Yep.
Be not deceived, nor fornicators.
That's Esau.
Nor idolaters.
That's Esau.
Nor adulterers.
That's Esau.
Nor effeminate.
No, effeminate. You can't be effeminate and inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You know what effeminate means? When you go into that word, it means soft. Capital T, soft. Right? So the Lord don't want no soft ass niggas with tight ass jeans. Your balls can't even breathe. And you in a man purse. You in a fanny pack.
Lord said, gird yourself like a man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why he gonna put y'all soft ass through Jacob's trouble. He gonna force you to be a man or die.
Fanny pack.
You niggas gonna have to fight for y'all lives. See, the elect gonna be protected. But you niggas out here that's so effeminate and weak, y'all gonna have to fight, nigga. Motherfucker run up on you, what you gonna do? You gonna let this nigga take your butt? Or rob your whole shit? Cause they gonna be trying to rape you. They gonna be trying to steal everything you got, kidnap you. You know what these people, these sadistic minds out here want from you, man. You better fight. Even if you gotta die. Hey, what's a good example? That video I sent. This nigga standing in the ATM, and a wild ass Jake, a psychotic Jake. This nigga got a hatchet. With a mask on, by the way. This nigga, he knows you about to chop somebody up, you got a mask on. A fucking one of the C19 masks. Like, nigga, really? Thank you for being courteous, but he in the bank with a hatchet. And then he died. And the dude said, oh shit. And then he said, just like, ha, ha. And the dude, it didn't click for him to fight for his life. He just, and just keep backing up, dude like this. He like, and he just keep, how about you try to duck or grab or do fight, nigga? You already cut up.
Yeah,
At that point, adrenaline is in. Do something, nigga. You gonna die anyways. Fight. But see, he don't have that in him. He got too much BPA water in him, estrogen, right?
If I may out.
This nigga, he is effeminate, because that's what a woman to do. Women don't have it in them to be like, what the? When shit is intense, what do you want? You want to hatchet in the death? Let's go. You gonna have to take it. Huh? It ain't gonna be easy. You may win, but you gonna have to work, man. You know, and he might just be like, fuck that, I'm going down the street and hack somebody up. It's less strenuous.
Take their sword away from them doing shit.
Exactly. You could have did something. Nigga, watch YouTube videos. Niggas are spending their time watching women twerk. Nigga, watch how to fight. Watch how to build shit. Watch manly shit, man.
God, that's what the scripture
Dudes
says.
be on the phone all day looking at women. Like, where a minute, man? They gone.
That's why, hey, the scripture says what? that men shall be as women in those days.
Nigga in the crib all damn day.
That's what I said. Men shall be as
Looking
women
at
in those
ass,
days.
bro. Looking
Hey.
at ass.
I know, man, you'd be surprised, man, 'cause you think that the most buffest dude will be the hardest to do, but they're the weakest dude. I remember when this one chick, he said like the only reason why he got buff so that way, you know, people would think that he can fight, but actually he can't really fight, you know, that's why you go to the gym all day.
They softest.
The mighty man shall fail, I think, right, roughly paraphrasing or something like that.
Bro, I went on TikTok. TikTok got good shit, but you gotta go through like 20, 30 videos of women shaking their ass, man. I went on TikTok. I said, fuck it, I'm getting off the app. Because I was like, let me see if there's some information shit. And I went, it's a bitch with a titties out. It's a bitch with that. It's a bitch doing some crazy dance. Another bitch. I said, man, I can't. It's fucking up my spirit today. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to look at ass that night. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do want to look at it, but I didn't want to look at it that night. I just want to go straight to the information. Every video was ass shaking. I said, man, I gotta get the fuck off here.
They ain't no search bar, no hashtag.
Then it's like 10,000 likes on this shit. I'm like, damn. Niggas in the comments.
You can get away from that if you swipe left again.
Oh, that's how you see. I don't know how to work this shit.
You can get out of it if you swipe left again.
It'll reduce. It'll
take you to a whole different genre.
Okay.
I need to get
So what's on the main page is what's popular, I guess. The popular dancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swipe past that, you got different genres.
Oh, okay. Because you had a 40-year-old woman. She said she had a breast on her. She said, "Don't let them tell you you get too old." And I'm like, yo, somebody mama on this shit, nigga, the fool. You know? And social media is a mental illness, man. I said this in one of my previous videos. That's why you got this little knothead girl, Sha'Carri Richardson. She gonna put on her Instagram, yeah, I'm coming for you bitches. I wasn't in the Olympics. I'm coming for y'all, right? Oh, I see that. Okay. Well, she said, I'm coming for you bitches. Because I didn't get to run in the Olympics, so watch what I do to y'all, right? So she gets to the track meet, and it's crazy. This happened on the camp day. I went back home. I said, what the fuck? She came in last place. Dude, I can understand 5th place, 4th place.
No, 3rd place.
Last place, and you was all you see was that wig flying, and she just out of it. But here it is, social media fucks with your brain so much you want to crave for that attention, right? That vanity, that vainglory. That's that nigga Doomsday Trump. That nigga ready, man. That nigga is up high. The flood water can't get to it. That nigga is ready. He'll drive through the whole flood. The fuck going on? But yeah, like shit like that, mental illness, social. You can't be on social media all day looking at that shit. It's not good. With the Hebrew Israelites. With the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. Good. All right. She said black Hebrews.
Yeah, she did.
See, that's propaganda of the devil. The devil calls us black Hebrews, man. Y'all got that term for the devil. We ain't no fucking black, man. Stop calling us black. That's offensive to us. Don't call me black. Hey, if I'm out of work, don't call me black. I may throw punches. You say, hey man, that black dude, don't fight the words. You know? I ain't fucking black. I take that personal, man, because that's a derogatory term. You know, these niggas don't know that, but they like that black person over there. Nigga, I'm not fucking black. Huh? Hell wrong with you? If you don't know my name, you say hey, that guy over there. You know? Or if you don't know my nationality, you really should be saying that Hebrew over there.
That's a statement, you know? That's like you said, we put on people.
Fucking demons. And I don't call y'all white. I straight call y'all Edomites. You know, I'm making a habit to be like, I don't call y'all white off when I leave camp. I'm making a habit to call y'all Edomites. Now, I don't call it to y'all face, but I don't call y'all white because y'all not fucking white. You know? If you want to deal with color, you red, you paint, you know what I'm saying? And the summer exposed a lot of you motherfuckers. Y'all was red as shit. Y'all been red as shit all summer. You know? Look at them in that, look at their skin in that sun, man. They be red as hell. You know? There don't be no fucking white.
Call him the red man. Uncooked chicken.
Yeah.
He said,
No seasoning. You know? Dry. Baby carrots. You know how you buy a bag of baby carrots?
he's stupid.
That's what Edomites cook. They have a plate, baby carrots, bland ass chicken, no seasoning, just dump pepper on the shit, and nasty ass potatoes. That's what they eat.
Yo, what the fuck is this shit?
That's true shit.
Somebody video.
Niggas don't eat no baby carrots. It's true.
Somebody made a
plate
video.
for the baby carrot.
Yeah, somebody made a video, I think, on YouTube where, like I said, we go to different Thanksgiving. You can see Jake's Thanksgiving, and then that's they say go to give Edomite's Thanksgiving, and see how they do.
It's nasty. Now some of them can cook, but majority hell no. And baby carrots is GMO any goddamn way. Carrots don't grow like that, man. Fuck, you see a carrot, a plant grow like, when a baby carrot look like this come up. Carrots are big as shit, man. And they got a root. That's another thing. Shit has roots, man, because it comes from the earth. If you eat some shit that don't have no root or no seed in it, that's supposed to have a seed in it, nigga, it's GMO, man. Whole bag of grapes, no seeds and shit. Big ass watermelon, no seeds, no black seeds in it. And you can't even find a watermelon with black seeds in it. I go to Whole Foods, supposed to be organic. The watermelon don't have black seeds in it, man. I remember as a kid down south, South Carolina, they used to be outside selling the watermelon on the stands. You chunk that watermelon open, you got big ass black seeds in the shit, man. You know? Big ass black seeds. You don't see that shit no more. The food just ain't the fucking same, man. Half majority of the shelf is Easy Mac, Kellogg. If you really want to eat some real food, you gotta look for specific shit that be like in certain areas, man. Because the shit that's gonna be in front is death. You know? Even in the fucking produce section, the vegetable, it's all death. Now why the fuck I'm in the store, in this the organic section, it's the non-organic? What the hell is going on, man? Food is supposed to be food, and it's supposed to give you life. But here it is, you eat organic shit, and you still feel full. The organic shit ain't helping. I mean, it's the best of the worst, but damn.
That's why you say you gotta find those, like you said, underground. I say those people that sell them fruits out there in the stand. You know what I mean? How you say we gotta actually wash it.
People that got farms, they have farmers markets. That's what it is.
Farmer, you know what I mean? Instacart sometimes have them, but you gotta know Instacart for that. You know, either anybody in general.
And then you would drive around, you see lines still at fast food. Fast food should have been out of business, man. You still eat fast food, you totally off, man. In the elevator video, if you drink a soda, you need to bust upside your head. You know? This sort of shit that you just shouldn't do, man. They got demons on it, man. That's totally detrimental to not just your health, but your spirit. That shit puts demons on you. McDonald's and Burger King. KFC, the chicken don't even look like fucking chicken. The shit is a fucking body. And then, you know, like I remember getting KFC and this shit is different shapes and forms. Yeah. Then somebody, you think Chick-fil-A the best, right? This chick, she went to Chick-fil-A and it was something in her fucking meat. It was like different particles in her meat. Now they went and said that because of the shortage at one of the factories, they've been taking other shit and combining it in the meats to make the fucking nuggets. So you don't know what the fuck you eating out here, man.
Hey, Kabar, remember that ice cream place that you went to that's up the street?
Yeah.
You're right there. You showed us fast food ice creams and the ice cream. I was like, whoa, that ice cream feel like it's actually real ice cream, like it's ice cream with milk. Compared to, you know, like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, you be like, what the hell? Like, damn, I said, in my mind, I just
taste the difference in good stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely taste it. Even with like pizzas and certain shit.
You know what's the worst one? Sunny D, man. Sunny D, that shit is straight GMO, man. You know that Sunny D is also even banned in the UK, man. You know, like
that's actually like real poison.
Yeah, man.
It's nothing orange in there.
I know, you can taste it.
It's nothing orange. It's just like it's just a big thing of chemicals. You know, look at the shit that be on the back of the and now they try to get away with it. Like they'll have ketchup, Heinz ketchup, non-GMO. But you look at the regular Heinz ketchup, you look at the Heinz ketchup, it's the same ingredients and shit. Nigga just put non-GMO in the shit.
The only tell, like I said, the only difference you can tell, like I said, you go to different countries that have the same brand. Like I said, even McDonald's is different compared to America. Like I said, cornflakes, or not cornflakes, but Frosted Flakes is different. Like I said, the calories are so much lower compared to America, man, when you look at it.
Even the cornflakes have been shown, you know, to have metal particles.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to, like, if you gotta buy actual corn flakes. Like they sell it, they actually sell this stuff they sell. Like I made my own, because I used to love Honey Smacks growing up.
Oh yeah, that was my
So what I did was, but Honey Smacks is death. Yeah. That shit is straight death. So what I did was, I went online and looked at DIY, do-it-yourself honey smacks,
Okay.
and you buy the actual, I forgot the actual name for it, but you buy the bag that is the grain, the type of cereal. I got it in the crib, and you use that. You use some syrup, use some honey, use some cane sugar. Put it in the stove, you mash it all together. Pull out the stove at a certain time, you crumble it, put it in a bowl, pour the milk, honey smacks. You got the honey, the cane sugar, the syrup. It tastes just like honey. Instead of buying that death they got up in there.
That's just straight sugar.
It's straight sugar, it's straight chemicals, man.
No, no, no.
And it's plastic. A lot of that cereal is plastic. They're not even using the real grains.
Oh, yeah. Cardboard box. A prime example is the Honey Toast Crunch. They actually use cardboard or some type of some box shredder or whatever. And then I seen it. That was crazy. And also Lucky Charms, you know, marshmallows. They use that shit. I think for like chloride.
Should be eating no fucking Lucky Charms.
You know,
That shit don't even taste like.
marshmallows.
For one, marshmallows got pork in it, and then
Some
that.
ingredients, man.
Yeah, those ain't even marshmallows.
Yeah,
Marshmallows is bad itself, but that ain't even marshmallows. That's some Lucky Charm. I don't know what that is.
I seen this thing where, you know, a guy opened up a can of tuna
Oh, I seen that. That was crazy.
and he strained out all the water and he washed it underneath the faucet through a strainer, dried it out, and it turned out to be cardboard.
I know. I was surprised.
You saw it?
Yeah, I seen that. I
That's
was
the
like,
curses,
damn.
bro. That's the curses, man.
That's how you bread among you eating, man.
So like, what did that guy say?
But man, yeah, the food, the curses say your bread should be defiled, man. You don't know what the fuck, man. We put in the 8 baby feet.
Oh, boy, that would be surprised.
Hey, I grew up eating McDonald's. I grew up drinking Kool-Aid. I grew up eating all type of microwavable shit, Lunchables. It's death. Lunch is straight death.
God.
You in lunch at school with the fucking ham crackers, with that hard ass paper cheese.
Yeah, God.
You killing it and you wonder what a kid bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Get. Oh, the school lunch itself is death. Ain't no telling what that is.
God. Yeah, I mean,
So this whole society is defiled, man. You know? And the shit that is good for you, people don't eat. Like, you buy certain beans are still the same. You can't really make GMO beans. Beans are beans. But people don't buy the beans. Whenever I go to whenever I want like bean soups or certain type of show full of it, it's always this in stock.
Yeah.
You go to the death shit, it's gone. Cheetos, hot Cheetos, Cool Ranch Doritos, gone.
you'd be surprised, man. Like I said, some people actually notice stuff like they say, but they say what? But it tastes good.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they care about, as long as it tastes
Well,
good.
that goes into what though? The feeding the flesh. All right, that's what's wrong with America. Teach you just to feed whatever the flesh wants. Oh, that's why people caught so many sexual diseases during the time of the AIDS epidemic. Because people wasn't dealing with people off of marriage or wanting to really be with somebody. It was, I'm hot in the pants, I'm just fucking. You don't know this individual. You don't know who the fuck. That's why you had, what was it called in the 90s? The freaknik. Everybody go down there and just fuck off.
Literally.
90s underground porno tapes. You know? A lot of your mamas and shit, a lot of your mamas and shit, they was at freaknik. They ain't gonna tell you about it, though, getting a train ran over. You know, people just want to feed the lust, the flesh. They see a woman. It's okay to see a beautiful woman. They be like, it's not okay to lose every sense of your fucking being and just prowl over that without using knowledge. Let me see what kind of woman this is before I put my spirit on her, or before I set her spirit on me. Because that's a spiritual exchange. That's another thing people don't understand. When you deal with people, when you have conversations, every interaction you have with a person, you are exchanging spirits. That your spirit is meeting with that spirit. It doesn't have to be with a sexual encounter with a female. It can be a conversation with an individual. Because that conversation is forever what? In your memory, in your subconscious. That energy, that aura that was on that person is forever you had that interaction. That affected you some way. So before you deal with a person that's intimately like that, you need to, hey, let me see what kind of person it is, because that will affect you. I've dealt with certain women in the truth that I should not have dealt with while I was in the truth. That affected me. Threw my shit off certain days, and I knew better, you know, but it did it anyway. You should be questioning like, okay, where your mind at? Where your spirit at? You know? On certain friends, the scripture say, prove a man before you credit him to be a friend. You know? You gotta try the spirit by the spirit, man. Matter of fact, give me that. Try the spirit by the spirit. What is that? Corinthians?
You mean try the spirit rather than the Most High?
Get that one too. First John chapter 4, verse 1. Cause you gotta try people's spirits, man. Why you think these women are so bugged out? Here it is, they've dealt with so many different men. And they don't realize it's not just sex. It's not just fucking a man and taking his money. You are letting that man's spirit into you. Alright? That's why these women are so scorned and fucked up and they can't form no real connection with another dude. A woman could really like you and really want to be with you, but some way, somehow she will fuck the situation up because she got too many fucking spirits on her. She will actually like you. That's why I was telling the brothers earlier this week, I had an old shorty I used to deal with. She hit me up like last month. We ain't talked almost 2 years. She hit me up, I want you back, I need you. I said, go talk to all the other dudes. She said, I only want you. Now you realize that after 2 years, but you so bugged out now, you got so many spirits on, you don't know what the fuck you want. And you think I'm gonna put on a cape and save you and go back and deal with hell fucking with you for the streets. So I told her, I told her, look, she was like, oh, she said something about her appearance, she changed. I said, the only thing that need to change within you is what's inside. And that was the last thing I said to her. And that's how you supposed to be. You ain't supposed to, because a lot of dudes will say, oh shit, the woman I wanted, she wants me back. She came back to me, let me jump right in her arms. You don't do that shit. Unless it's a woman that you really love. Now, it may be a woman that you really love and that you may want to take to the king. But I mean, I ain't really met one, you know, that's worth that, you know.
You like that?
You know.
I got
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, Salakia. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they be of the most.
Try the spirits, right? That goes into every relationship you have. Just because a woman come by and bat her eyes and wave at you, or just because a guy says, hey, what's up, man? Oh, people say, oh, that's a cool dude. That's a good dude. He spoke to me. You don't know what type of spirit that individual has, man. That's why people end up in a goddamn suitcase dead, because they ain't tried the spirit. They just went on a first date with a motherfucker, and then he strangled you. This nigga was a sadistic psychopath, but you didn't try his spirit.
Oh, he's a cool dude.
You know?
I know
That's how
this
these
work.
women is all the time, man. You know, that's why what? A lot of women gonna get basically trapped up when Jacob trouble.
But how do you try the spirit? That word try goes into what? Test. Right? Because the Lord said he's going to try everybody on the earth with the mark. So you got to put people through certain tests to find out what their spirit is like. You may say, you know what? I'm dealing with this shorty. I'm going to start an argument with her. Or I may just tell her something I don't like about her and see her reaction.
You gotta try these.
The first fight y'all have, let's see how she reacts. Nigga, you don't control me. I'm my own woman. If she act like that, you know she's a fucking demon. Right? But if she goes and says, well, why don't you like this about me? Okay, I can understand. Maybe we can work this out. Maybe I could learn and grow and work on that. Right? If she does that, then you can deal with it. But you throw little tests like that at individuals to try their spirit. You can't just accept every individual into your life, because like I said, that spirit is now on you, male or female. And we're not exempt, it's true. That's why you can't be having friendship with the world. You can't just say, I'm gonna just go hang out with every goddamn body in the fucking world. It is, you hang with niggas that still smoking blunts, still getting high, still doing nigga shit. Now you say you in the truth, cool, right? That ain't no problem, but you better hope and pray that your spirit is able to withstand them spirits that you keep allowing to intermingle with yours, man. Because for hours, I don't see no point sitting down with a nigga for hours, man. Chilling. What is there to talk about? But nigga shit.
No.
So you're interacting those spirits, man. A nigga spirit with a righteous spirit, man. It can't coexist for no goddamn long period of time. It's very vexing, man. What are you talking about? But nigga shit, worldly shit, you know?
Then after that, how you say that nigga will bring other niggas that's his friend, but not yours.
Exactly.
And that's the tension going on.
Naturally, you're dumbing yourself down.
You're dumbing yourself down.
Yeah, pretty calm, right?
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not good. Now you may hang with some people in the world. It ain't no problem with that, but you gotta try their spirits, man. Know who you should be dealing with, know who you should deal with. Some people you need to totally cut off. If they a straight, complete nigga, you should not be hanging around no complete nigga in the face. Nigga, if a nigga around you smoking a blunt, or a nigga talking about adultery, you need to cut that man off. Or something in you ain't right. You still hold on to the world. Ain't no way in hell you put your hand around no straight nigga. All right? Let's go here.
But try the spirit, whether they be of the Most High, because many false prophets have gone out into the world.
Yeah, that's the point I wanted on that. So that goes into a lot of things. That goes into many different types of relationships you have in the world. That's why when you go around your family, their spirit is totally contrary to yours, but you deal with them because you're your family. And most importantly, we deal with them because the scripture said, honor thy father, honor thy mother. Right? But even with them, we'll try their spirits and see where their spirit's at. And if I feel like it's a day where I ain't really into it, I won't go around my family. You know? That goes into your woman, you know? Don't, because their spirits can bring down your spirit. You'll be having a good day, then you have an interaction with a person that's in the world, right? And then their spirit is fucked up, and then you get into it with them. Now your shit fucked up. Now your mind is totally on something other different than what you was on before, and that's gonna fuck with you, man. Because I've been there, you know. So it's just words to try the spirits, man. You know, don't just be enamored by a woman's ass and her looks, man. Scriptures tell you many men have fallen by that way. Try to look past that, because sex is temporary, man. You get hard, you bust a nut. As soon as you bust a nut, you don't be thinking about these women. You know, every many times I laid up with a chick, bust, and I'm talking about bad. I'm talking about she's bad by world standards, and I'm just like, but
That's it.
she's just a woman.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nothing to fucking, you know what I'm saying? But when you get horny again, it's like, shit, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Come on, bend it over, girl. You doing the doggy style tonight. I'm putting you through the head, boy. Wow, wow, wow. I want to try some new shit. Then when you do it, all right, bitch.
Get off.
I'm not gonna do some shit. That's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be all up on her with your thumb. Baby, let me suck your nipple. She got you. That's my baby. And you just on the nipple. Your phone blowing up. The brother's calling you. Hey, where you? You ain't read the scriptures in 2 weeks. You was on the nipple. You know? It's crazy, man. Show yourselves, man. So let's read that 1 Corinthians 6 again. 6 and 9.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. And it says, know ye not that unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
What's fornicating? They ain't talking about no sex, right? That's talking about dealing in different ideologies and philosophies that have nothing to do with what the Lord is with. That's why he put adulterers, fornicators, and idolaters together, because it all coexists. We're known as the Most High's woman. You commit fornication against him, that's adultery. But within that is idolatry, because how do you commit fornication and become adulterous with opposing the Most High? By idolatry. So all those three tie together: fornication, idolatry, and what?
And it says, nor adulterers.
Adulterers. Fornication, idolatry, and adulterers all coexist as one. All right, go ahead.
It says, nor effeminate.
Nor effeminate. So you men have got to show yourselves men. That was the point of the whole rant on the women. You men have got to show yourselves men. Get your head out of the woman's ass. It's okay to be alone. Want to say that in the chat, right? It was a TikTok. The woman said, never try a man who's not afraid to be alone, because you will lose every time. And you be like, if you can't deal with my body like that, then you can leave. Okay, boom. And that'll fuck her whole mind up. Because she didn't think you was just going to bounce like that. She thought you was going to pussyfoot. Oh, no, please. She thought you was going to do that. But since you said, and she might still leave, but in the back of her head, she was like, damn, he just cut her. Damn, he wasn't even concerned with me. I wonder what he doing. Damn. So, and they gonna come back, I'm telling you from the spirit, because it just happened to me. It may take a couple months, may take a year or two, but they gonna come back to me. Because they gonna have you in the back like, damn, he ain't give a fuck. You know? I thought he was gonna worship you. All these other men worship you. I thought he was gonna be the same. That's why I tried that bullshit.
And it says, nor abuses of themselves with mankind.
Oh, so you faggots out. That's New Testament. For you faggots trying to say God knows my heart. No abuses of themselves with mankind. What does mankind mean? Like a like of a kind, the same of a like of a kind. Right? Two men together. You can't be laid up in the bed with another dude, man, getting your ass bust open. That is totally, that's what the Lord said, that's an abomination. We used to stone y'all to death back in that time. And we used to love it too with a big ass, that ain't, you know? Could you imagine a faggot, the demon jumping out this nigga?
Yeah.
Right before he died, that nigga turned, right before the spirit leave, he turned straight. You know, he turned to a man, then he died. Because the demon, when he left, the demon like, oh, time to leave. You know what I'm saying? The demon up out of there, nigga, you dead now, nigga. I'm going to another vessel.
Remember the episode of Spartacus when like people that was throwing them rocks at the feet that was locked up?
Yeah, that's how they do.
They throwing them, and of course, like I said, Spartacus saved them from torture. Yeah. And Spartacus do that thing so hard. Boom!
Yeah. That's
I
how
was
they do.
like, damn.
Because them demons, they hop from vessel to vessel. They spirits. So you a faggot, you about to get put in death. That demon gonna leave your ass. You gonna be straight in stone, bitch. Oh shit! Oh! You gonna know? Oh shit! I was bugged out. You know. That's why right before them nukes hit y'all gonna know y'all was wrong. Cause them spirits, that's when y'all gonna leave. They time for us to go.
Yeah.
You know, and y'all gonna look. Oh shit! We fucked up. You know, it's gonna be over 1,000,000 degrees over here. You're gonna be melting. The nukes is gonna be still in Russia, still in China. They ain't even come over here yet. Your ass burning up. God damn, it's hot. Right? They're on the news. It's the hottest day in America's history. We had word that nukes have been shot off from Russia, China, Iran, right? Nations of the European Union. They have shot missiles. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Like a special order.
Yeah, people gonna be in the crib and think it's a joke. They gonna be, is this a fucking joke? Cause you know everything a prank nowadays. Is this fucking real? Honey, this can't be real. They're real, Bob. Nukes. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And some of you motherfuckers gonna try to get in the
They
bunker.
gonna see the mushroom tip, you know, across the
Yeah, but
you know?
you got people with bunkers here.
Oh yeah.
But guess what? It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
This whole shit is gonna be destroyed. And you in that bunker, you gonna die any goddamn way from heat.
Yeah.
Heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
That's one factor that's gonna take your ass out. The underground heat, it's gonna fry your underground AC you got. You
Damn.
choking in that shit.
Yeah, that's
You ain't
terrible
gonna
death.
make it, man.
Yeah, that's a terrible death.
I'm cooking from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. You already underground.
Yeah, pretty much.
That shit gonna fry every goddamn thing. And that's spiritual missiles too. So the Lord controlling that. He gonna make sure it hit wherever he wanted to hit. The angels gonna guide it right to your damn bunker. That shit gonna see. Boom! All them warheads. It's a reason all them millions of warheads is coming. Get everybody where they at. Ain't nobody escaping. This whole shit is gonna light up.
Everybody got a special mission when they do it.
Yeah. You get that in Revelation, the sea of glass. The fire, like it was like the fire was like the sea of glass. Because we're gonna be watching this shit. Going back to the 144,000, the men that was up here prophesying in sackcloth, they're gonna be up there watching this shit. Like, oh shit, god dang, shit. You know? At the marriage supper of the Lamb, we're gonna be watching America being burned and tortured. You know? And that, Lord willing, that happens next year. Hey, because the chip can come at any moment now. Because what you're seeing with the jab is it's leading into you can't do this without this, you can't do that without that. So all they need now is a chip to say, look, this is going to be able to help us detect such and such faster. This strain faster. This is going to be able to help us to track everything faster. This is going to be able to, you know, us to control everything better. So we're already here. The jab is just the prelude. They're already saying certain jobs you're not going to be able to work without it. Right? They're already saying certain restaurants you can't go in without it. Next thing is you need this chip to coincide with it because it's better than just taking a booster every goddamn month. So the jab can come in a couple months from now. I mean, the mark can come in a couple months from now. That's how close we is to the end, huh? And as soon as that jab is made, as soon as that mark is made mandatory, we out of here, bro. Or no flesh should be saved. Because it's gonna be take that to get put to death. And they already building up this case for a false flag. Because they got the boogeyman again, ISIS and Taliban. Look, man, the real boogeyman of the earth is the so-called white man. He's the only person terrorizing people. You went to their country, pillaging their resources. Don't nobody go to nobody's land and fight for 20 years. You know? You over there occupying their land, building military bases. Got a McDonald's over there, a Burger King on the base, a gym, right? You pillaging all their resources, man. Raping their women. You got it on?
Oh yeah, I got you. It goes back to the friend.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 8. Sorry, verse 7. It says, "If thou gettest a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion."
Yeah, hey, you meet a man, be not hasty to quit him. As soon as a guy comes and say shit, shut the wall. Oh shit, get in the camp. You know what I'm saying? Be complete bug out. Look at all these guys in these other camps, they got complete bug outs in their camp. This all block. This nigga just got let off death row. This all block. He don't know what the fuck going on out here. He got them big ass boots on, them dark ass shades, them 2001 cornrows, AI braids. This all block. This all block. You know? These niggas just got out of prison, man. They don't do no, they just let them in the camp. Shut up, I got me in the camp. Yep, come on. All you gotta do is worship Drake General. You in the camp.
You got the security guards and the guys that be like this the whole time, not even in the script club.
Yep. Yep. All these camps do that. All these camps do that. That's why you got so many goddamn men. You know, and women. They allow women to just come, you know. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Come to the class, sister.
Like, damn, that's straight out of order.
I heard Sakari say that.
Yeah, they be having classes with sisters in there. Yeah. Because I'm watching one of their lessons, you got a sister talking and shit. I said, what the fuck type of shit is this? Shit, he had one goddamn video, he called his wife on this shit. Both his wives, they wear their hair wearing wrap, makeup all over the face, just exposed you. Everybody see your wives. These dudes are worldly, man. Anyway, we ain't on this.
Oh yeah. And then it says, verse 8, it says, "For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of trouble."
See, for his own occasion. I'm here to shoot. I'm here because I want to be fit in. I want to be part of this shit too. I ain't really about the work. I ain't really about the brotherhood. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? He ain't here for his own occasion. Then when shit get hard, what they say? When the test come, go ahead.
And it says, "For some man is a friend for his own occasion, will not abide in the day of thy trouble."
He will not abide there in the day of the trouble. So that's why we need the test. That's why we need Jacob's trouble, because then there should be known who are the Lord's children. These niggas about to bitch up, man. You already got niggas quitting. I'm gonna lose my job. Nigga, fuck these jobs, man. We don't want these jobs. You know? When that time comes, the Lord is gonna provide a way, man. He always has, and he will. Niggas really trying to hold on to a job of a dying economy. Nobody gonna be working soon. Dark winter is coming, man. Hey, fucking the AI robot president Biden,
He's stupid.
there's going to be a war from a cyber attack from likely a nation like Russia or China. He said the whole plan. Nigga was malfunctioning. There's going to be, you know what I'm saying? He said the whole plan.
You know, slipped up and said, "You Israelite."
Yeah. That nigga was malfunctioning. He's an AI robot. Oh shit. That nigga's through. That nigga got dementia, Alzheimer's, gout, diabetes. That nigga got everything, man.
And it says, "And there is a friend who being into enmity and strife will discover thy reproach."
That's a book.
Yeah. Khan, the book of Revelation, chapter 15 and verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up with the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as if it were a sea.
What does the Lord have, Brad? What does the Lord want to destroy America? Does anybody have any ideas why the Lord want to destroy America? Because they say God bless America, right? God help us prosper. Now, the Most High, he was with America for a time period. Because he said this would be one of the kingdoms to reign in the last days. This would be the kingdom. So he was with it prospering and rising up. But now, he's about to bring it down. And he's justifying destroying it because you've broken every law that he's established through the covenant. Right?
That's what the scripture says. What? We could heal Babylon, but what? She cannot be healed. We're sacred.
If
We're down to the heavens.
Yeah, if this was a righteous society, Lil Nas X would have got stoned already. You would not allow that to be on the TV or YouTube. You wouldn't allow that madness. Nigga, he giving Satan a lap dance, man.
Shalom.
Shalom. You wouldn't allow that in a righteous society. You know?
Let me ask y'all a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, what's supposed to happen now?
Okay, what do you mean?
With everything going on.
What's supposed to happen?
Basically, I'll tell you this real quick.
So hold on. Because you said shalom, so you know you're a Hebrew Israelite.
I've been through a lot.
Okay, so how long have you known you're
Probably about 7 years.
7 years, okay. That's
7 years. I'm gonna just give you a quick synopsis, John, because I gotta go. I didn't been through the whole one body.
You say you gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
I'm gonna give you the answer to your question. Go ahead.
Hold on. I done been through the whole one body, damn Zabox, all up. I done been around these cats.
Okay.
And I done seen how a lot of these cats is wicked as hell.
You're right.
No, I'm dead serious. Like I've been around a lot of
I've been
people,
teaching
man.
for 8 years. I
got fringes all that.
Okay.
I used to wear my jumps to work,
Yeah.
but it got to the point where it was like,
Which we don't teach that. That's not wise.
I learned some of that too.
Yeah,
It started to be a problem. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not wise.
Nobody said nothing to me, but it was just like, next thing I know, people researching, so then they seeing all the real wicked stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I've been knowing about this whole vaccine junk for over 20-some years.
Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
That shit had me messed up. It had me messed up back in the day. I used to be in the Marines. You know what I'm saying? It had me messed up.
Yeah.
And to know that I'm living in the age of what I saw years ago. Like last night, man, I damn near broke down. Like on some real shit. Like I got a little spot I go to and shit. And I was just praying. I'm just like, man, because now, just yesterday, they trying to push the shit on at my job.
Okay.
And man, I just kind of really got to the point in my life where I got everything
Give
together.
me out there.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, not just materialistic stuff, but none of that, because I ain't really into that. But I mean, I'm just now getting my whole little setup, my little dream together.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
To the point where I can just sit back and just be like, man, I work hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around the mighty, I've been around like this. Man, I've been around the mighty Hebrew. I've been around all these cats, man. All these cats, a lot of these cats are just charlatans, man.
That's
Cats
right,
is,
that's right.
I'm talking about like for real.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking about I done had to scream on dudes. I done had to, dudes got mad at me. I'm talking about I went to this funeral where his brother had this, brother got killed. Hebrew brother got killed in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Got shot in the face.
Yeah.
I had just looked at a video of this dude the day before, and next thing you know, I'm at his funeral.
Now, I just want to cut you off real quick because there's so many camps now. Like when I first started teaching, it wasn't even as much camps as it is now. But the important thing, like you could be in a wicked camp, and the Lord will get you out of that situation.
Yeah, man, you eat the fish, you leave the bone.
Because you got wicked guys, in every camp. Even in our camp, you have wicked guys. But it's about the doctrine. Because if you don't have the Lord says He's about the doctrine. If you don't have the right doctrine, you ain't gonna make it. Because what we're leading into now, to answer your question, we're leading into what you call the mark of the beast. Now you brought up the vaccine, which is not the mark of the beast, but it's leading to that. Now you said something about you finally got your feet up and got shit going.
Man, at the point where I didn't had a lot of down moments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, only thing I don't really have right now in my life is I don't have no family. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women are wicked. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like stuff that make me comfortable straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't hurting for no money. new position at the gig. You know what I'm saying?
But we in captivity, which we know
And
everything.
but then now we're just like, now the next day, just Friday, after everybody left at 3:30, they sent out an email was like, effective on Monday, y'all got to get the joint. If not, we're gonna stab you. We're gonna stab you every other day. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna stop you niggas.
And because what's gonna end up happening for me is I'm gonna use basically with some religious type of junk, because even when they come to that little squad, they be trying to put stuff on it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And then putting stuff on it,
Yeah.
they actually microdosing you and giving you this stuff that's in there, give you cash. I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna do the little junk, don't put nothing on mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I'm 42. Never thought I was gonna live to be this old.
Yeah.
But
You asked where we're at now. I just want to answer that question because when you go back to ancient Egypt, you know, there was a time where Jake had shit going. Jake was there for hundreds of years. So they had shit going. But it was a time where we had to uproot, come out of Egypt, and just leave. We're in a time now where we've been in America for over 400 years, right? You know you're Hebrew Israelite. The Hebrew Israelites are waking up all over the place. We're in the last days. So what is it time for us to do now that we see? Get Revelation 12 real quick.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, dwell into the habits of the earth, inhabitants of the earth.
Read it loud.
Like it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, dwell into the habitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming unto you, having great wrath, because he didn't know that he had but a short time.
The devil is about to come down because he know that he had but a short time. So you see them mandating this thing now. But the elites that run this society, when you go into this whole pandemic, who set it up? Even the test that you're speaking about, when you go into the guy that has the patent for the actual swab test of your nose, his name is Richard Rothschild. You look up the actual patent. So it's their family that's in charge of this whole thing that's going on. But they know who we are. Because when you go into the, when you go, let me finish. I'm gonna let you speak. Let me finish. When you go into that name Rothschild, it goes like the red shield, which means red child. So they know that they're the Edomites. So they know they have a short time. So if they're gonna come down with this, right? You can't take it. That's where we're at with it. You have to make a decision in your life as a man to stand for what you believe in. If you know it's
nothing to fall back on. I have nothing to fall back on.
You have nothing to fall back on? Get Hebrews the 11th chapter.
I'm talking about as far as I'll be on the streets running around crazy.
You got faith.
You know what I'm saying?
You got faith.
I mean, your faith without work is dead.
Okay then. Don't say you ain't got nothing to fall back on. You got faith.
I be finished.
Abraham had to leave everything he had and just leave. He didn't know where he was going to end up.
Paul too, or something like that.
Well, Paul didn't have to leave.
Who was the one that lost everything and got
Job?
Yeah.
But Abraham had to leave his home and just go. He didn't know where he was going. He just had to leave go. So you do have something for his faith. And another thing, you're not the only Israelite that's going through this.
But it's Israelites that's messing around. They taking the jump though.
That's their lot.
But they know it though. But
it don't matter. That's their lot. The Lord says only the elect is going to make it. The whole nation of Israel is not getting delivered this time. If you take the mark of the beast, which is what this is going to lead up to, because what get that what I call for the what is it, Isaiah 36 verse 6.
Okay. And it says Isaiah 36 and 6, it says, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt.
A lot of our people trust in this broken staff of Egypt. All right, we know America's a reincarnation of Egypt spiritually also. They trust in Egypt, but Egypt is failing. The economy is about to collapse. Everything is failing here now. America ain't the same no more. Go ahead.
Fine. And it says, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean on it, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
If a man lean on it, right, it should go into his hand and pierce it. This man is trying to pierce you. You're falling into the trap of Egypt. Why? Because you made a good statement. Now I'm able to get stuff going for me. But that's the trap this devil set up. He knew if he allowed our people a certain time to build things for themselves here, they would get to a point of comfortability, being comfortable, that they would want to go to him for help. That's why the scriptures say, woe to you that go down to Egypt for help, for it should be your shame. That's why when Moses led our people out of Egypt, what were they saying? Take us back. We're in the wilderness. We're not comfortable no more. Right? Now you've gotten, I got to tell it to you, brother, like it is, because the way you said it, the way you described it, I feel like you got a little comfortable here.
No.
It's
not that, man.
Then just leave it. You got to leave it, bro.
It's not about just being
we all got jobs, bro.
It's not about just being comfortable. It's just that.
A lot of brothers got jobs and businesses.
My thing is that I'm a lonely life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm alone. Like ain't no junk I can go and be at these family house. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm believing what I believe, man. Like my family don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't celebrate all the stuff that they do. I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like every
and then
Israelite.
even being around all the brothers I'm supposed to be a part of, I'm getting around cats. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm really not the dude that follow men. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as these dudes are leading their camps like boot camp. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Dudes screaming at dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of dude, man, like I ain't gonna lie, like since he jumped over, like I done got real small, but usually I'm a dude that walk around like crazy big, and it's like I'm not putting up with none of that.
Nah,
So I done been around.
Let me stop you right there though. I'm gonna let you
all
finish.
the
Let me stop you right there.
Masons and all this other type of trash.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there because you're right about that. There's a lot of wicked leaders, but see when you get into these camps, like that's why I say it's the doctrine. Now you're gonna have wicked men that yell and shit like that. Have you ever encountered GMS before?
I counted all of them. GMS as far as all the cats in New York, man, I probably like 10,000 hours.
So what did you get from GMS?
I mean,
because see,
it's some stuff in that jump that I've heard and seen and that I ain't, you know, as far as the kids and stuff like that.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all part of GMS.
Have you?
Y'all GMS.
Have you asked the brother to explain that to you?
I mean, anyway, ask the brother explain it to him. I mean, I listened to it or whatever.
Yeah, because the scripture say don't believe every word. You gotta ask the brothers to break down because people can scoff on you, make up things.
I mean,
right?
well, they showing it to you like falls in the Bible and stuff like that. You know,
Because you said about fallen men. You gotta learn from men. There's no prophet.
I mean, of course.
There's no man just learns how to do something without learning from a man. That goes in any aspect of life, any trade, any sport, anything. You gotta follow men.
I mean,
and even with the boot camp situation now, we don't run our camps like that. But even with those guys that run their camps, they extreme. But you was in the military, right? You was in the military.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing more extreme than that.
I mean, yeah,
So you will go.
instruction.
So you will go to Esau's military and let men yell at you, but for the Lord's work, you ain't gonna allow it. See, now that's not
The
right.
thing is, because even when it comes to the Esau junk or whatever, what's not right is that it should be a brotherhood. Another brother should be like if I'm just doing stupid stuff, then I
gotta
get
get rebuked.
correction.
You gotta get rebuked. Yeah.
But if it just, you know what I'm saying, like, hey man, everybody pick up speakers and do all this. I'm not.
So
I'm not
can you be
dealing with
specific on what camp was doing this though?
Man, this was the purple and green, and what was purple?
IUIC?
The purple jokes.
IUIC?
Huh?
IUIC?
Yeah, man.
See, those are militant camps. You're talking about camps that got a 501c3 charge.
Yeah, but for me, man, I'm not. I know a lot of these camp dudes, cats is Masons and all this other type of trash. I ain't into none of that mess.
Yeah. Well, I'm
not paying the man to be their friend.
Yeah.
I'm not kissing nobody's tail. I'm not going to no meetings. I'm not doing all these hand signs. I'm not doing none of that trash, man.
Well, just to wrap up on the camps, and I don't really want to talk about them.
Yeah.
GMS. Now, is every brother in GMS righteous? No, of course not. But we run our camps way different from these other camps. It ain't no militant.
One thing I can say about GMS though is that one thing I saw, man, like I said, man, I've probably been in the jungle at least, man, it's probably like 9 years, man. Because I mean, once I read the scriptures about eating this and that, I stopped the very next day.
Wait a minute, so when you said you've been knowing the truth,
yeah, I mean, man, I've been like, look, man, y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know my struggle. Y'all don't know what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I ran around this jungle, wearing fringes all the time. I did all this type of stuff. But then being around this camp and this camp.
Were you in the camps though, or were you just around?
I was around a lot of people, watching, observing. I wasn't the type to be.
You can't do that.
I wasn't the type to be in camps. Yeah. That wasn't my thing.
Yeah, that was a mistake anyways, going from here to there.
No, it's not. I wasn't with these cats. It was just more so experience. I have watched cats on the internet for years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The
so it's like
be persuaded in your own mind.
Yeah, but I watch, when I say I watch over 10,000 hours of stuff,
yeah.
I pick stuff apart, man.
Yeah, but like you gotta have I don't want to keep cutting you off, but I gotta make these points. You gotta have a stable foundation because regardless of your issue with the camps, the truth is here. The doctrine of the Lord is here. It's here. So you have to find that because his men are here. He said he was going to put the prophets back here in the last days in the land of our captivity. So they are here, regardless of which issue you got with the camps. You got to find the right doctrine and follow that and make that your foundation. Because right now, you don't have a foundation. And you want to know how I know you don't have a foundation? It's because you're kind of teeter-tottering with the vaccine. Don't let that
I ain't
waver you.
teetering tottering. Like, hold on, man. Like, nah, I'm not teetering tottering with nothing.
You said you
I
don't
never
want-
said I was gonna take the jump.
So are you gonna take it? Yes or
It was
no?
more so of trying to get enlightenment on like the move, because it also say like if you believe me, you trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your job
It's
is
like-
saying take it now or what?
They not, the thing is, it's not saying take it now. It says that basically we want all our employees to get the jump,
Yeah.
but if not, you gotta get the jump in your nose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I get
saying?
what you're saying. The test, they give you the option to test.
Yeah, the option to test. And my whole thing is like, y'all not putting nothing on the jump. You know what I'm saying? Because I think some, you know what I'm saying, they put stuff on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That jump ain't happening. Because I had to, when this jump was going full fledged, I had to have surgery.
Yeah.
And I had to get the jump, you know what I'm saying? But my jump was like dry or whatever, but it's like, that's where it's at, man. Like yesterday, man, I was just going through it because I'm like, yo, you never want to know something that happened 20-something years ago that you know about. Hoping that the jump will never come, but then the jump will hit.
Hoping what
And
never come.
everybody, so what?
Hoping what never come.
The vaccine jump, well, they jumped 20 years ago.
Oh,
They
you
been
said. Oh, you
They
say.
been stockpiling shit. I've been around this, man. I like, yo, you don't understand, man. My mind level when it comes to this type of stuff is deep. You know what I'm saying? I've been known about this. You know what I'm saying?
So you should be good then. You shouldn't even be worried about it.
I
You
mean,
didn't know about it. You should be good. You know about it 20 years.
but at the same time, pray for stuff to not come.
No, we can't do that.
And then when it's on TV, and of course they're not gonna show you people fucking.
See, I got stuff
They're not
again.
gonna show
I got
you
stuff
what-
again. Because it's going into stability and having a foundation. Things that we teach. Give me knowledge, wisdom, and stability at that time.
Exactly.
Because you saying you didn't want it to come, but see, we wanted to come and we wanted to come hard because what we teach is without these mandates and stuff coming, the Lord ain't coming back. This man has to mandate certain shit. Give me the mark of the beast, Revelation chapter. He has to mandate this stuff because that's prophecy. Without him fulfilling his role in prophecy, the Lord ain't gonna come back. The scriptures tell us that it's gonna come a time where he's gonna force everybody to get his mark. This is just a prelude. This is soft. This ain't shit. He gonna be putting people to death for not taking his mark. It's gonna be take that or die. So worrying about your job.
I know all that too.
So
about
you know this, you should be straight.
Because everybody who got their own businesses and stuff like that.
Now see,
they'll be knocking on
it ain't
the
gonna be
door.
just door to door. This whole shit gonna collapse. The lights gonna go off. Total chaos in the streets. It's about to get way worse than just a vaccine, my brother. It's about to get way worse than that.
I understand you know what you know, and you don't know what I know. I know about all this. I know about a whole
You
bunch
keep
of
saying
crazy.
you know this, you know that, but I'm okay. So what? So why are you worrying about the vaccine then?
All right, man. So I just told you, man, I'm not worried about the jump.
So we good
It's
then.
just more
So we
so
good on that
if I
then.
came for information. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm trying
Like,
to
the way
tell
you
you.
trying to, like,
I'm
the
trying to
whole
tell
thing-
you, but you
the
keep
whole thing
talking
right
over me
now-
and telling me you
But
know
the whole
this.
thing
and
right
been
now
40
is
years.
like,
what have you
you
been
don't-
doing?
you don't know
what
the
have
knowledge
you been,
that I know.
What have you been doing with all this knowledge?
I mean, man, I didn't try to teach brothers and stuff like that or whatever.
You have no foundation. You shouldn't be teaching because you've been on IUIC and this camp and that camp. And
Okay,
you
so-
should have one solid
So
doctrine,
you
bro.
feel like
all
where-
those camps
where-
got different
So you feel like
doctrines.
where you at, you just straight. You don't have to go and be around nobody else to get no other
you
information.
gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
How
what
old
I
are
have.
you?
I'm 29, but it has
Okay,
nothing
you
to do.
20. Yeah, it really does. You know what I'm saying? I already know the scripture. I already know that
Stop
scripture,
cutting
man.
me off when
You know
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to go to the scriptures. I know you know
Man,
stuff.
I know
You being
scriptures,
disrespectful,
man.
bro.
I'm
You
doing
come
the
up to
jump.
our platform and you trying to cut me off when I get a scripture. You got
Everybody
pride.
cutting you off,
I
though.
get you 42 years
You don't
old.
even know me,
That
man.
don't mean nothing.
You don't even know.
You don't know me.
Exactly. So you don't know if I got pride or I
If,
got
you ain't,
whatever.
if you're not gonna have respect and let me get
You know
a
what I'm
scripture, then just go.
I mean, it's all good, man. I mean, because at the end of the day, man, like they said with the
You
coming to
talking about-
GMS
you talking
jump,
about age, but
if it's
our Lord
GMS
was-
jump,
our Lord
it was
was-
about fucking little girls.
Our
If you
Lord-
want to take it there,
Yeah, you can have a nice night.
Yeah.
You can have a nice night.
yeah,
You
it
can
go
have a
it go
nice-
there.
You can have a nice night.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause there ain't no brother
Yeah.
ever dealt with no little girl, man.
So,
you can have a
so
nice
to
night.
Har and all them other cats,
Bro. See, now,
ain't that y'all dudes?
that's
Being
our
false
elders,
witness,
yes.
being
That's
false
our,
witness.
that's our elders, yes.
That's y'all elders.
Yes, and they never touch no little girls. And they
I
don't,
never said
they
they
don't teach us
did.
to touch the little
I never said that they did,
No,
but you
just-
saying
just
that's
said
what
we was fucking
they
little
taught
girls. So
though,
if
right?
You feel like that, you can have a nice night.
That's what they taught, right?
You can have a nice.
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
what they
teach.
taught.
They don't teach us to go have sex with girls.
I didn't
man.
say they
That's
taught
crazy.
it, but they still say it. They
There's
still
a-
say it though, right?
Do you want the knowledge on that, or do you,
You know what
just
I'm
want
saying?
to say what you heard?
Tell me the knowledge on it. Say
Okay.
what you got. Tell me the knowledge.
Prideful, man.
Nah, man.
There's a-
I done been through the jump longer than you have, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, where you been teaching that?
Go ahead.
Where you been teaching that since you been out here longer?
I see you teaching, man. The only person that's here is me.
Where That's okay. That's fine. Well,
That's what the person
have a
is,
nice
it's
night,
me.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't agree with us. You don't want to hear
You know
it.
what I'm
You
saying?
have a nice
It
night.
ain't that, man. I see, I
You
know
done
how
been
these
around the
Jones
world.
get down.
You done been around the world. Take your knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
Take your knowledge and go teach.
Yeah, it's all
Take it
good.
on.
I mean, you say what?
Take your knowledge and go teach.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, you can't get me off
Because
the block. You definitely can't get me off the
Our
block.
people need a teacher.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get me off the block.
I ain't
That
saying
ain't
nothing about
even
you.
what
I
it
ain't
is.
saying nothing
You know
about
what I'm
you off the
saying?
block. I ain't saying nothing
But
about
no,
that.
that ain't that. You proud because you feel like everything you
Bro, I
saying
didn't
is
let
just
you
what
talk.
it is.
I didn't
You know
let
what
you
I'm
tell me
saying?
your whole story. Then when I go to try to explain, you keep telling me
No,
you
because you started all telling me that I don't have no foundation.
You
That's
don't,
disrespectful.
because if you go
Because
into
you
this
don't
camp
know.
and that camp and that
You
camp,
don't know.
I'm basing
I
it on
didn't
what you're
say I
telling
was
me.
actually just I was.
I'm basing
learning,
it on
like,
what you telling me though.
But at the end of the day, man, what was happening was I was going to everybody just to see. I'm getting knowledge from here. I'm getting knowledge from there. I'm getting knowledge from there. I got disappointed here. I got disappointed there. I got disappointed here. I just sat back and I
my point being, where do you
because
go
I seen
back?
motherfuckers talking about.
So what do you go back to? What's your foundation? If you go in there,
My
go in there,
foundation
what
is
do
still
you
gonna
go?
be the Bible at the end of the day.
So what's your doctrine? What do you
That's
believe?
it.
What do you
know what
believe?
I'm saying? I believe that. I know that these Jones is all supposed to collapse.
Well, we got to correct you on the.
You know what I'm saying?
the-
I know that. I know
we gotta
all this
correct
shit was
you on
supposed to
the little
collapse.
girl thing,
The
because-
thing is, it was more so like I came over here to kind of bend my heart because I ain't been around a whole bunch of damn brothers before.
Yeah, read that. They
But
would correct.
the other junk,
we'll
you ain't got
correct-
no foundation. You don't know
we'll
nothing,
correct them on
man.
the little girl
That
thing.
ain't how
The
you
book
do.
of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Now, if you go here, you go there, you go there, it ain't. You got to be stable. So I get you. We all learn from different people. But at some point, you got to say, okay, this is what I'm walking with, and I'm gonna stay here. At some point in your journey, if you say you've been here for 20 years, 30 years, cool. I got no problem with that. But where is your foundation? Where is you gonna stay at for your journey here? Now, you said something about teaching fucking little girls. What happened was when Saul Netta and Polite went down to Manhattan in New York years back to our elders, the situation came on about rape, okay? Now, I gotta ask you a question. Does rape happen in society?
Yeah, rape happened.
Rape,
Hold on, are y'all Masons? Y'all apply to all that junk like Zabak and all that? Y'all like Masons with y'all junk too?
Masons?
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what it is, right? You ain't acting like
Yeah,
you
we
don't
ain't
know.
free, man. We ain't part of none of that stuff, man. We
So-
totally separate from Zabak and all that.
So,
After the
but, I
old-
mean, he comes from the camp of all that.
Yeah, the
And he's a
old
part of
One
all that.
West, all those teachers broke off and started their own different doctrines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because when you go into those different leaders, they all come from One West, the old school, but they started their own doctrine. So everybody's doctrine different. Now,
And why is that?
Because that's the way the Lord has it. It's always
I
different.
mean, I get it. Like
When you go to the book of
confusion.
Revelation, when you go to the book of Revelation, how many churches is he addressing? They all had different doctrines, bro. That's just how the Lord set
But
it
they
up.
go. So it's
The
the
Church
doctrine.
of
It's the doctrine
Philadelphia,
of men.
the Church of Philadelphia, the Church of
They
Thyatira,
teach.
it's many different churches. It's
So they
always been
basically
that way.
teach the way they want to do it to fit their thing.
Pretty much. But I got to continue with the little girl thing because we can't allow that to just be said like that. That's totally off. Now, when they brought up the rape thing, like I said, rape happens. I just read an article not too long ago that these cops arrested a chick in New York, took her in the back of the van, and raped her.
Yeah.
Gang rape. So rape happens. Now, what the Most High did for us was he gave us some law on rape. Because if it happens in our community, we can't just allow it happen. So give me the law on rape. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 22. Because you had some men that couldn't contain their lust, couldn't contain their loins, and they just said, fuck it, I gotta fuck something. So it might have been an instance, the Lord gave us a law, said, if an instance happened when a young woman is out and she gets raped, right, then here's the law for that.
But what is the scripture when it goes to what they were saying as far as, because I ain't really pressed like
You talking
like,
about the damsel, the age of when a woman becomes a woman? A woman becomes
yeah,
a woman at 12 years
I
old.
ain't really like I'm not no dude that's like I'm not really like pressed about that. But as far as what they said, they was trying to go back to a scripture on some like, yeah, you can mess with a little young John or something like that or whatever.
See that go, bro. We grew up in America, all of us, no matter how old you are. The Western culture here in America is totally different how we lived in the Eastern world. All right, now a woman becomes a woman at what age?
What, menstrual cycle or something?
Exactly, that's nature. Now, if you as a man get a woman, if you're betrothed to, if a father betrothed you to his 12-year-old daughter, you ain't gotta deal with her at 12 years old. But she's yours, she's betrothed to you. No man can mess with her. You can deal with her when she's 20, you can deal with her when she's 12, you can deal with her when she's 30. That's up to you as a man. But that young woman, according to America, she's not a woman, but according to the Most High, she is a woman. And not only that, in the ancient times, she was raised up way different than the little girls that are raised here. They wasn't watching cartoons all day. They were raised by older women how to be women. So by the age of 12, they knew how to take care of a man and a
Even a
house.
30-year-old dude could get raped.
Yes, yes. Some of our forefathers had young women. Give me
So if it wasn't illegal here, y'all would do that.
if it wasn't what?
If it wasn't illegal in America, would y'all do that?
We can't do a lot of the laws. We in captivity, bro. We bringing it out for edification. They brought that out to let you know what the law is, because a lot of people are ignorant in that law. What you got?
Book of Matthew 5:42, which speaks about the damsel in her age.
Does it say 12 there? Read that.
Oh, you also did that.
The book of Mark, chapter 5 and verse 42. The book of Mark, chapter 5 and verse 42. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was 12 years of age.
So a damsel means what? A young marriageable woman. When you go into that word, they said she was 12 years old. That's where we get the age from. And there's many instances with Abraham and his wife Isaac. They were younger than the men. And then you got to go into how men were raised. Young men didn't have much land and cattle. The older men did. So what fathers did was they wanted to promise their daughters to men that had something already. That's how that worked. It was a structure and order. Now we want to get the right thing.
Reason all that type of stuff.
We're not telling you to go. They're not teaching you to go rape. For one, we don't have cases. Last time I checked, Polite just got a case out in Florida for actually doing the act that he went and tried to condemn us for.
I think he was saying that when the time, when it comes, every man gonna be grabbing and he gonna be cleaving on to young girls, something like that. I think that's what the dog said, something like that.
If she's a woman, you can take her according to the Most High's law. Yes. If she's a woman, if she's of marriageable age, yes. If that hurts, if that doesn't make you feel right, I don't know what to tell you, but I got to bring out what the scriptures say. Now, get Revelation chapter 22. Then they tied in the young age of a marriageable woman with rape. They said, "Oh, y'all telling people to go rape young." No, the hell we know.
I know how they twisted. You know what I'm saying?
So why did you just say that like that?
You're not letting me.
You just said y'all teach the fuck 12 little girls.
You say y'all teach.
You just said elder
I said that dude teach like you can go get the girl.
You can fuck little girls. That ain't what he teaches, man.
But you was like, nah. He said he was like, nah. He said he can. You say that he can daggone. He was saying that. I never said that he actually did it to the young girl. But, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let me just make it simple. Our elder is 60.
Right here,
our elder 60-something years old. Yeah. Our elder 60-something years old. He never got a case of rape. He never got a case of dealing with little girls. He just was bringing out the edification. Now, there's many guys that got problems with that, but like I said, we got different doctrines, But we got to bring it out. I mean, if you don't believe that, you don't have to believe it.
I mean, no, I ain't saying I don't believe it. It was more so because I know they was on them about it. But it was like, where was it at? Saying that you can get the young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like men having multiple wives.
I get
some men can have multiple wives, and some men ain't gonna be able to deal with having multiple wives.
Even with that, like we don't even teach that you should have multiple wives.
Y'all don't teach that?
No, you can, but we don't teach you to do it because we're in captivity. Who the hell can afford multiple wives?
I mean, but it says if a man,
it
says if a
that's
man
you can do
has
it.
Another wife, he can't diminish. He can't diminish his.
Read that real quick.
He can't diminish his other
wife.
Yeah,
you can't diminish his other wife. Give me that real quick.
1 Corinthians 6:12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient.
So just because it's in the law and we can do it, don't mean we should do it. So we bring it out because that's what the law says, but it don't mean we should do it.
So in these times, things that was lawful. We pick and choose what we can do.
No, it's not wise. That's what I'm saying. It's not like that word expedient means it's not expedient. It's not wise. You can go to jail.
I mean, I ain't saying like getting married, but I'm talking about
you can do what you want. In the Most High's eyes, it ain't nothing wrong with it.
Because there ain't enough men out here for women anyway.
In the Most High's eyes, ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's gonna be frowned upon in America. Because everything in America is contrary to.
We in captivity.
That's all that was being, but let's bring out this rape real quick. Because we're not telling people rape, it's just a long rape. Because America allows people to just get raped. The woman got her head bashed in, now she's scarred, and she just left there. Because there's no long rape. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse. Let me see. Let me start from verse 6. It says.
And like I said,
verse
like, I
25.
don't mean like I'm just passionate, bro. So
Nah, man. I mean, that's why I went ahead and dialed it down.
yeah,
You
I'm
know what
just
I'm saying?
passionate, bro.
Verse 23, and it says, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed to a husband, and a mind finder in the city and lie
You
with
gotta read
her.
it loud and
Oh, sorry.
slower.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 23 says, if a damsel that is a virgin,
If a damsel, we read that a damsel is what, 12 years old. If she's a virgin, go ahead.
be betrothed unto an husband,
She's betrothed. Everybody knows she's supposed to be betrothed to. You got a Hebrew name?
No, man.
It's all
I
good.
did, but you know what I'm saying?
It's all good. I just use an example. This young damsel is betrothed to Rakal. Everybody knows she's betrothed to Rakal. Y'all not supposed to mess with her. Go ahead.
and it says, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then they shall bring them both out of the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die.
They both got to get stoned, but why though?
The damsel, because she cried not,
She let him just take it, knowing she was betrothed to another man. Go ahead.
being in the city, and the man, because he have humbled his neighbor's wife.
You took your brother's wife, so you got to get stoned. Now keep reading.
And it says, so thou shalt put away the evil from among you.
Go ahead.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then that man only that lay with her shall die.
Now only he getting stoned because in this instance he forced her and she did cry out. Keep reading.
But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There is, and it says, there is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
Mm-hmm.
For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so this is the matter.
Go ahead.
For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried.
So he found this one and she actually cried out, no, I'm betrothed to a car. I'm betrothed already. You can't break me. But he took it anyways. So now we gotta, as a community, we gotta stone him for doing that. She was betrothed to another brother. Now keep reading. It's gonna go to another instance. Go ahead.
And there was none to save her.
Go ahead.
And here's the point. It says, and if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
Now this virgin, this damsel was not betrothed to no man. But this guy, he couldn't contain himself. Oh, I gotta take it. Go ahead.
and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found, then that man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
No, he should be put to death.
50 shekels of silver.
So he's got it now. Since we're gonna come to that man and say, hold on, that's the property of what's his name? That's his daughter. Yeah, but she wasn't betrothed. We know she wasn't betrothed, but that's his property. See, women were a commodity. That was money. She was around the house doing chores. She was building up his. He wanted to give that to a man. He got a dowry. So you taking money out there for his pocket. So since she's not betrothed, you can't put him to death because he didn't commit adultery. So the Lord says in this instance, when it did happen, which wasn't common, because the dowry was very expensive, and rape was just not happening, because you know, if you rape an unbetrothed woman, you got to pay her father's daughter. And that may be working for her for years for money that you ain't got. If you ain't got the dowry, then we're going to deal with you another way. So the Lord said, you got to pay the father's dowry for raping his unbetrothed daughter. That's all that was brought out. But instead, they took the young age and the rape and said, y'all teach people to know.
I mean, they flipped it.
But see,
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
polite.
it was fitting their narrative.
Yeah, exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
They was more known than,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
And that video ran throughout the Israelite community.
Let me ask y'all this. I was over at Jana Shopping Center.
Yeah.
You know, some other brothers that was over there. And I'm out there, I see with like two brothers. So, this minute brother, we damn near got into it because he was you know what I'm saying, speaking the word, but talking to a little younger brother. And he had the apocrypha in his hand. And he had took the apocrypha, you know what I'm saying, he was using it. Then he threw that junk down on the ground. He threw it on the ground. And I was like, I said, hold on, man, I ain't trying to mess y'all thing up. I said, well, man, why you? He said, man, that's my property. And I'm just like, My thing is, like, you ain't gonna throw your kid on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, how do y'all feel about
So they was up there teaching at Jana? I didn't know they teach at
Yeah,
Jana.
it was, I don't know what group it was. It was like, it's two different groups that be up there. But
We met the brothers that be up there. They're a different camp. We met them. Their doctrine is a little different, but they believe mostly on
It wasn't the ones that got a whole bunch of people. It was like a dude, like his brother. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But dude had like threw his joint on the ground, and I'm just like, I was like, nah, man, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't throw my park.
I mean, there's a scripture there. There's a scripture that say something about your property. You can just do. I mean, even when it comes to the private for the Bible, you can throw it on the ground.
I don't know about that.
I'm saying y'all don't know no scripture on that.
No, I don't know what. I don't even. I wouldn't throw my park on the ground. I wouldn't throw my Bible. I wouldn't throw none of my words on the ground. So
Yeah, I mean, it was that, and it's like what I'm trying to say is that, man, when I been around all these camps and watching jumps for years, you watch somebody long enough, you gonna see how they really get down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking at one body, the block. I was looking at, man, you name them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm from DC, so you know a lot of the block got another dude that was up there in DC that was FOP and all this other type of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Cats up there. Whole bunch of stuff, like even Johanna Jones, that dude said it's the Most High, it's Yahweh Shai, then it was me. I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, that's Johanna. That's
Yeah,
Johanna.
you know what I'm saying?
He's second. See,
I
those guys
was
are totally off.
I said, well, damn, man,
Those guys are totally off.
You know what I'm saying? But then, like the most of the brothers I was around, they always wanted money. You know what I'm saying? They was always asking, they always just wanted money. Dudes got mad because I ain't come to the jump because they had stood me up all day long. But then they got mad because I ain't bringing the money. Then the brothers started false. You know what I'm saying? False. You know what I'm saying?
Those camps are
it got to the point where they even had one young boy. I seen him walking with his fringes on. I ain't know him. I could scoop him up. You know what I'm saying? Take him to work. Got me around his family, man. It's crazy. I had to pull my gun and all type of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then he get mad with me and start because he wanted me to give him some money. Call me all type of faggots, and that's why you ain't got no kids. You ain't got no fag. All this junk. I had to like, man. The police was out there. It was crazy how the Most High worked because I was able to check this dude basically in front of everybody, and it was the police right behind the bush just waiting, but he was just chilling. Like he didn't even come up there and like y'all could y'all, you know what I'm saying? He just waited, but it was like I checked him. I seen this dude years. I seen the dude maybe like a month ago, riding in my new car. He pulled up next to me. Still recognized, like, man, brother, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I forgive him. But it's like, man, a lot. When you see the people like screaming on their own people in front of everybody, I get it that my people deem correction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the junk be a little bit much.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
In that instance, hey, it happened with the old prophets. But is it always right on the prophet hands? No. But you gotta understand that the men that's out there teaching, they're men too.
I mean,
so they get passionate just like you get passionate. They may get out of character just like you get. We all in this flesh.
I get it, man.
But you can't go too far. You can't go too far.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying? My people. It's like, man, you got to realize, I work around this dude, he a Mason dude, but he a coon. He always get around white people when he start tap dancing. Yeah, man, you know, our people stupid, man. We went a lot of people do stupid stuff. I was like, yo, man, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I had to pull, I said, look, nigga, I said, if you got cancer in your body for 400 years, at some point you're going to get sick. Some people going to die. Some people going to elevate. Some people going to be in the middle.
Since you said that, let's tie it back to our initial that vaccine. They don't get more poison than that. So I mean, the whole thing is just we all, not just you, we all have to make a decision with that.
It's a wrap. I mean, we actually are living in them times.
There you go.
Like straight up, it's like when you see on TV that it's really on TV, they saying that people losing their jobs every day because they don't want to take their job. It's like you're gonna force people to put something in their body for their body.
That's the dope.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't show what they always say, the revolution will be televised. Yeah. But they ain't showing people wilding out though. Exactly. They ain't showing people going in their business and shooting shit up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They not showing it because it goes against them.
Exactly. Let me get the scripture real quick. You get the Mark of the Beast scripture.
They're supposed to be there because they talk about in the hand and all that
too. Yeah. But this ain't the vaccine. We don't teach that the vaccine is the most.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 15, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Now how we know that it's something that's going to be inserted?
Chip.
Exactly, because when you go into that word mark in the Greek, it's karagma. When you break down the word karagma to karox, it means insertion and implant. So he's gonna use his chip, which we believe was what's leading up with this vaccine. Right now they have vaccine cards, right? That's a problem. Now they talking about booster shots. That's gonna be a problem. So it was a news clip. The Pentagon said they're developing these chips that can detect the virus, right, quicker before you even get it. So that's what it's leading up to.
They got certain college students now. They got to carry around this thing. They see like where they at or all type of.
Oh, they
crazy.
phone.
Huh?
They phone.
No, they got some type of. It's like some little block or something that they got to carry around.
See, you already. You got kids?
Huh?
You got kids?
Nah, man.
Well, that's actually kind of a blessing in these times.
Man, I've been thinking about that because, you know, there was a brother that was on the internet the other day, and he was saying, like, he said, you know what, man, they trying to get me to get this jump.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't even tell you I was in the Marines, right? But he said, you know what? He showed his uniform.
Yeah.
He was like, I just might have to bring this jump out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to get to a point, I already know. I've been on it's getting to a point where they're going to be coming to your damn door.
Yep.
They got detention camps all over the country that's
Yep.
empty, man.
Yep.
Like straight up.
Yep.
Guillotine and take.
Been
you know what I'm
had.
saying?
Been had. It's
It's
empty.
like-
Just empty. Too.
And it's like I think I asked one brother, I was like, so what you supposed to do? He said, well, if a man come to your house, you have to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Versus, see, but what about that though?
Well, hey, we know what the Lord said. He that live by the sword shall die by the sword. So the biggest example we can take is our Lord, Yahweh Shai. What he did.
Are you supposed to let them up just come take you and your family?
This is what I'm going to say. Because when they came to get our Lord, Yahweh Shai, Peter, what did Peter do? He took his sword, right? He went to go shot. The centurion, the Roman said, the Lord said, this ain't the time. He even said, if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. Why? Because Peter would have prevented the Lord from being our sacrifice for us to get back to the Father. So, you can take up a gun if you want to, but you got to deal with the repercussions that come behind it.
I mean, of course, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just, for me,
So if you take up a gun and you end up in the spirit realm for that, the Lord's gonna be like, you know,
it just, for somebody to come knock my door like, your mother gonna take you. It's like, some angel or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
and
like,
that goes back to faith. Because if the Lord is with you, the Lord only gonna put you in certain situations anyways. But the situation, you got
If
it.
you say that even like with the vaccine jump.
Yeah.
You say if you believe in me, you gonna trust me.
Yeah.
I ain't saying I'm religious. What I'm just saying is like, say if you do get the jump, if you got faith, you're supposed to feel like that jump ain't gonna work for you.
Well, see, you don't want the scriptures say don't tempt the Most High. So even Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they had to walk through little fire to prove they truth. You know what I'm saying? That's hell.
Yeah.
But you don't want to tempt the Lord. Let's say you take that shit.
Because I know if I do that, it's like I'm betraying my people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's say if you did take it, it's not the more, right? So technically, you not void from salvation. You could, but
I mean, it's gonna mess your body
more
up in
than
the next
likely,
couple
yeah.
years.
And not only that, if you taking that just for your job, you definitely gonna take the mark of the beast because that's gonna be even harder persecution.
Because you also gotta realize, man, certain people get into placebos, and other people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they already got us already on their radar.
Yeah.
Anytime you Google it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already know through the military, they got red, yellow, orange, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They already know. They just wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, oh, so-and-so about to get the job. Or if he is or whatever, they can give you the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit to kill you. You know what I'm saying? You leave no to die. Like I rolled past the first day, that shit fully low.
Yep. They
So
take
then
that
I go
shit.
out here, they letting all the blind people, they can just go out there with a San Fran fest or something.
I don't even know.
But it's like some fest out there, like everywhere. They letting them just chill. They got the little COVID shit out there, whatever. See, man, the way I think is that they ain't even gotta get it jump through no vaccine. They could have gave you the damn Popeyes chicken sandwich that everybody wanted.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about
no, you're right though. But that goes back to the curses. Curses say our bread should be defiled.
But they also so what's the word, man? They so arrogant. It's like, yo, I just put it to you right in your face, you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't want to lose your gig.
Yep. But here's another way to look at it. Because I did a video a while back. Because when we focus on this man's plan, it'll kind of deter us from who's in charge anyways. All this is really the Most High's. If you really get technical, it's the Most High's vaccine.
Yeah.
He's just using his wicked creation he made to test his people.
Leave people out.
Yeah. So this man can't do nothing the Most High don't allow him to do. So when we go into talking about what this man about to do, the Most High in control of it all at the end of the day. So what's gonna happen is the Most High's plan at the end of it anyways. So, you know.
I mean, it's like, it's man, like when I first got into everything, because I ain't gonna lie, man, like, I used to just run women. You know what I'm saying?
You said you
I used to just run women.
run
You know
women?
what I'm saying? My father had clubs.
You mean like a pimp?
Nah, I just ran women.
Oh,
As far as just out there talking to a bunch of women.
Oh, I got
you know
you.
what I'm saying? My father had clubs. I used to model. I used to do all that type of trash. When I got to the word, and I started talking to women totally for like 9 months. Then another 9 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about by myself, just in the world, just stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even now, it's like, my thing is I don't, you know how hard it is to try to find a chick that believe in the word? You know what I'm saying? So I'm based out here by myself.
But we all do that. And even if she do
I'm talking
believe in the word, she's still gonna be wicked.
Yeah. It's just like, it's so many women, man. It's like, I have to just be to myself.
Yeah, these women are Satan.
Like, I met this one female, and she was young, but all she want to do is wear a little nasty clothes. I said, man, you ain't walking around with this mess on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you do try to talk to somebody, like even my family, man, you can sit there and show them the scripture. They still looking at you like,
Look at
you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's your family right there.
They going to churches with women preaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Oh, matter of fact, let's get that Luke 12 that we was gonna go. I know you say you had to go, so we ain't gonna hold you too long.
I mean, man, it's like this. I say this. Like I said, I've been around a lot of cats. And I don't like, my whole thing is I don't like cats prejudging me without knowing some of my story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I've been through a lot when it comes to what I used to do and what I don't do no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I've totally isolated myself by myself. I'm a total loner. I don't hang with no dudes, because cats is like wicked, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't with all the females and all that type of thing. That's what I did. I was never an evil person. I ran away. You know what I'm saying? I know I still got to probably test to that joint. I pray for forgiveness every day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what's the scripture where it says that you not of this world, so
John,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the world would love you if he was of his own.
Yeah, and it's like, man, Dave Spell said something one time. He said, man, I feel like I'm so smart in this world that it makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you feel like you have like knowledge or whatever, you can't teach that junk to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hard walk.
So it's like I'm isolated. When I was wearing my fringes, all that work, I'm man, I feel like I'm 15 shirts. You know what I'm saying? I wear the, what's these other jumps called? Like the Zeke or something like that? You know, the little, what's the jumps called?
Strings on all four corners.
I mean, I'm wearing them jumps to work every day with they in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear them out because, man, like I said, that jump was giving me too much problems. And I ain't want nobody to ask me no question. The president of the company, he just looking at me like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially with this.
And then I found out the white chick was like, yeah, I had research. I'm like, what did you research? You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing they're gonna pull up, devil is and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
So you were Muslim or some shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They can bring a piece. I said, nah, man, I don't want to poke, man. I don't want to poke around none of my stuff. You already know, trying to eat out here in the world, you finished.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can't even have it inside the
you
pot.
got chicken sausage, you got pork case.
Yeah. And everybody, most of these people cooking stuff in the same grease.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like the shrimp and all that, the pop, you know what I'm saying? So it's just rough.
We're just gonna read this real quick.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, 51.
The book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to bring peace on earth?
It's the Lord speaking, go ahead.
I tell you nay, but rather division.
Yeah, because he was going into how your family is divided against you. The Lord is setting it up like that. Keep reading on that.
For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3.
Go ahead.
The father shall be divided against the son,
Go ahead.
and the son against the father,
Go ahead.
the mother against the daughter,
Go ahead.
the daughter against the mother,
Go ahead.
the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law.
The Lord is doing that. So we living in a time now. You may go to your family house. They got the poison,
Yeah, all of them do.
and you don't. And now you what? Divided.
Yeah, I mean,
Lord, we in that times where the Lord is doing it.
and it's crazy, man, because even as a kid, man, I knew I was different because I used to go to church, and I knew that joint wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, I'm
I knew
listening.
that joint was church, but I knew that joint wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Even as a kid, I knew it. And then when you find out this person getting paid to do this person, you got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, I said, how you gotta pay somebody for your funeral? Your grandmother go to church. She 100 years old. She been going to church since she was, for 80 years. They can't pay for her funeral. And she done gave all that money up. She done gave up $100,000 probably to the church.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my family, they into church, but it's like, man, I've been around like so many like churches, and when I start questioning like these preachers, man,
They don't know shit. They don't know shit.
they start walking off.
Yeah, they don't know shit.
Because they're like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've seen some fake Jews that walking. Man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Years ago, when I was in it, I was in it.
Yeah.
I'm out that joint, like a Tyler Yehudi, a Ty grew in from Mom, all that, I'm doing all that, right?
Yeah.
They like, you know what I'm saying? They getting it, you know what I'm saying?
They live out here.
You know, it's crazy how you just steal somebody's birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Cats still think they actors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so hold on, let me ask y'all this before I go.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like some of our people is already here too?
I'll say that again. That damn long.
Y'all feel like our people is already here too?
What was already here
Yeah.
before West Coast happened?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, because man, you
Yeah,
know, to be honest with you, the numbers that they say, if you look at those ships of those times,
Yeah.
where was all the cargo?
Well,
know
I'm
what
gonna say this.
I'm saying some did come over,
No, I'm gonna watch it.
but I don't know about them
It's-
numbers.
It's a good documentary to watch because what was happening was they had, I forgot the name of the documentary. Samuel Jackson produced. It's real good. So it goes into the whole journey with the ships. It's on Amazon Prime. But what they was doing was they had a lot of ships coming in at one time, and they would run like a cycle through on the shore. So it was a lot. It would be like a lot of small ships coming through at the same time, just taking it and just run the cycle throughout the whole year. But to answer your question, yeah, other people been with it because the scriptures tell you what is that in the Book of Kings. King Solomon was sending out people over here to America to go get all resources and the Canaanites.
It was like,
So we been was over here.
it was like even with job, even when they doing like, so they gonna be doing testing twice a week, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, when people get the test, they pick and choose who they want to have.
Oh,
You
they
know what
gonna
I'm
come for
saying?
you.
Huh?
They gonna come for you. Of course. They come for us in any goddamn thing.
You know what I'm saying? They pick and choose who they want. So
Yeah.
guess what? Name you off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, so now next month, I'm gonna hit his ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
It's the joint is crazy, man.
Hey,
But yeah,
before you go, bro, hey, I just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can if you want, but when you in your spare time, go on YouTube and look at GMS videos, just get a gist of our videos and how, because we teach totally different from all those camps that you mentioned. I mean, totally different.
and I'll say this, it's like even with this last jump on, man. Only reason I'm starting to wear this jump because I don't know how they shit gonna go when it comes to this little testing shit come Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my mind, I don't believe in a whole bunch of everything is just it's the flip. Everything is regular food. You go in there jump for the doctor, you got a sprained ankle, your ass got COVID.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
straight
what,
up.
that's what they doing. That's what
It's
they,
just like okay. They say the black people always had the AIDS and shit, right? How many people you know that died from AIDS
Exactly.
in the hood?
Bullshit.
They ain't not taking 100 goddamn pills. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's
So
all
if I could ask
who
you,
control all the numbers.
so you gonna tell them with the test, you gonna tell them just don't dab that shit in.
Yeah, I mean, straight. I'm gonna tell them like, yo, man. As far as what I believe in, I don't want no chemicals on the jump. You understand?
You know what you could ask them too, because what they have they have these little self tests now that don't go all the way up your nose. So what you could ask them is, can I buy a test? Do it in front of y'all. Y'all see me open it, and I do the shit myself. You could do that. Cause,
See,
you know,
I could, but they already know I'm a prop at the job. You know what I'm saying? I'm the outspoken cat. You know what I'm saying? Had stuff back in the day, but the thing is, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get the CDC job, and it's I got a chick that's gonna type it up for me.
or you gonna do the religious?
No. I'm gonna print. No, I'm gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna print out what the CDC says. Because in the junk they sent us out, they say the people that's not vaccinated, they got to do it.
Yep.
But I'm gonna print out the junk. The girl already printed out. The CDC, she said per CDC, this is what we doing. On the junk, I'm gonna have her circle it, highlight it, say per CDC. It don't matter if you got it or if you don't got it. So now if you're gonna test you need to test every fucking body.
Hey, that's
You
a
can't
good,
single me out.
That's a good. That's
I'm talking straight up like on some legal stuff.
yeah, that's a good point though.
You can't, I mean, and pass that joint on to other people. Like,
Hey,
if you saying that anybody can get that joint, that means everybody got to be tested.
That's smart. That's smart.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
plus,
smart.
on top of that, they supposed to call to the classroom. They call everybody to the classroom. They doing weed tests, right? A little weed jump. So my thing is, I'm gonna videotape that jump because now you gonna try to usher me into this classroom so everybody's not vaccinated sitting in the classroom. That means now you're breaking HIPAA laws because nobody else wants to know my status. The country not even supposed to know your status, but they can go to the damn CDC website and look up everybody's name.
Now, can I ask you this? I don't know what type of job you're in, but can they just fire you? Like, if they want to, can they just fire you?
You said
They say
they
like,
can't.
oh, you ain't. Like, do you have the type of? Do you work at the type of company where a boss can just fire you on some bullshit, and you
Man.
don't have to sue him?
The thing is that as of right now, that's why they saying that it's required to get the job. But obviously, right now they can't fire nobody for not getting the job. They can't mandate it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know some jobs, some people work at jobs where they manage it. They work at one
Well,
of them.
the health
low-level-
jumps, like the health jumps, like there's
Yeah.
a nurse on the crying because you got to do something to tell her to get the jump. But it's like for me, I'm gonna fight the jump because I mean my thing is even if you got to give me a payout, you know what I'm saying? You know the hardest part is to try to find a goddamn lawyer that's not a mason that's a part of the jump. Like I don't even want to touch that.
You gotta get you an Amlin card. You gotta get you one of them fake Jews.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. You gotta get you one of them fake Jews.
Yeah.
But he might be probably part of the damn system too. They might be like, man, we ain't gonna touch that. Just think about it. Where's all the people that suing? I'm sure it's happening, but you don't hear about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's the whole thing, man, because it's gonna be a problem if I go in there, John, like, yo, man, don't squirt nothing on my thing, man. First, as far as what I believe, I don't want no chemicals.
Especially if
in
you're
it.
the only one that's gonna do it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, yo, I don't want no chemicals in mine, man. If you're gonna do it, just do it. You
But
better not jab.
that paper a good idea, though, man.
You bet. Yeah.
The CDC to contradict itself many times.
Exactly. That's why evil can't exist totally. The Most High is still in there. You know what I'm saying?
You
Y'all
got time to fight.
stupid.
You got time to fight.
Yeah, but see what they did is they did that jump like everybody left at 3:30. I didn't leave at 6, but 90% of everybody left at 3. They printed the jump out at 4:30. So people can't even daggone say that. So now people come into work Monday.
They
What y'all got going on?
Oh, so they gonna have it already set up.
Of course.
Gotcha.
Wicked. You know what I'm saying? Wicked. So man, if y'all talk to anybody, tell them like, yo, if the CD say this, then anybody can pass it to anybody.
Yeah.
You can't just.
Yeah, we know, but we've been telling brothers too, like certain of our chats, like it's stuff you can do because brothers have already. We got certain brothers. Well, I know some brothers they already. Some a brother I know he had to actually quit his job. You know, but some brothers are taking that approach. If
I
you
mean,
can,
my thing is,
do
I'm
what you
gonna
can.
fight it as much as I can.
Exactly.
Because it's just that's what's in me.
Exactly.
I can't just lay down and don't do nothing.
Yeah, that's
And
what
it's so
supposed to be.
sad because you don't got other people that's gonna be right there with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They know your spirit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I ain't come over y'all to mess with y'all. Just that, like you say, that you passed it. When I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been battling junk for years.
I got you, bro.
For like for years, man. I'm battling. I'm just trying to gain knowledge here. Trying to gain knowledge. Damn, they let me down. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, you know what?
And then it
the
pulls you
Lord
to
coulda-
yourself.
The Lord could have brought you here to show you.
That's why I'm
to
still
show
here.
you The true doctrine. Now that's
why I'm
why I
still
said.
here.
That's why I said when you get some free time, just go on YouTube and look at our video. A matter of fact, give him our elder.
You ain't got no cards on nothing.
Poster. No, we don't do that. See, we ain't no big. We ain't one of them big. You see, we got different garments.
But see,
We
that's one thing I always, even
wanna go
8-9 years ago, that's one thing I always respected about GMS was that they was just regular.
we just regular, bro.
They ain't have all the gold,
We ain't got no
belts
buildings.
and all
We
that.
ain't
You know what I'm
got
saying?
that.
You see them dudes come in, they just, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, man, because we're supposed to be poor right
Give him
now.
You got a phone on you?
Nah, that's in there, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You talk around the gym.
You ain't got a paper pen on you?
Damn.
We give you, give him a post it if you can't find the channel. Put up some bullshit. On a post of wrong log and on a post of wrong.
Because even when they come down, if you want to say the whole religion, John, I don't even know how they going to try to come at that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Listen, I seen-
because they're
matter
not
of fact-
supposed to ask you what you believe
Matter
in.
of fact, I seen something they working on trying to
Of course, they
take
are.
away the religious shit.
Because even on our little thing, the lady was like, oh, yeah, you can't say nothing about your health issues either. It's like, okay, what if I'm on hypochondria? You know what I'm saying? What if I got anxiety? Like, all jokes aside, man, I don't like niggas, period. Not because they hurt. I don't want nothing.
And, matter of fact, that's breaks one of our laws.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
Lord said, do no cuttings in your flesh. We're not supposed to be pushing ourselves.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, they not even supposed to ask me what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if I pray to a damn rock. They ain't even supposed to ask me.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? They try. That's why they got the Afghanistan thing going on. It's a distraction. While they behind the scenes, while everybody looking at football games and basketball games, they've been passing these laws with a whole bunch of people behind the scenes and not getting no information from nobody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just wicked, man, because it's, goddamn, boy, they can't stand us. You know what I'm
My
saying?
only message to you, man, we gotta have faith. Because this devil, he ain't gonna quit. The devil ain't gonna fucking quit. He the devil.
Oh,
He ain't
it's
gonna
like, you know,
fucking quit.
the earth was given to the hand of the wicked.
There you go. So,
You know what I'm saying? And it just,
he ain't gonna quit, man.
it's just crazy because, like, man, when I move out in this world, I see the jump totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people, they just, you know what I'm saying?
Like nothing going on.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm like, y'all need to wake the hell up. But some people, like say you got your mother, your sister, or whatever, you try to show them something. They don't want to look at it because it will fracture their brain. It can distort their
They
reality.
can feel bad too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Get on Isaiah 62. We get one more precept for you go while he writing that down. Isaiah 60 and 2.
I got it. It's Isaiah chapter 60, verse.
Right before that, in my phone I got in this in the car. I had over
It's Isaiah
100
chapter 60, verse.
I had over 125 gigs worth of downloaded Israelite stuff. You know what I'm saying? All this other type of stuff.
Yeah.
One way woke up, none of it worked. They just locked me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like from when I the first videos, like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta get an
19 years
iPhone.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just locked me.
I believe it.
You know what I'm talking about? Just they said nope, can't even open each other no more.
iPhone before.
Probably gone forever.
I done had to buy so many goddamn iPhones. They stop your shit. They just cut your
Of
shit.
course.
Work.
And they also got a thing called GameStop. You ever heard of it before?
Yeah, say that again.
It's called GameStop, and it's like, motherfucker, they have people watching you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, come on, like I had government trucks pull up behind me before. Like they couldn't get in, but they trying to cut in that junk.
Yeah.
Man, I had a dude, man, it's on my life. I come out of the grocery store.
Because you was in the military too, so
Yeah,
they
but
definitely
still.
got you on that red list.
So when I'm coming out of the grocery store, there's snow outside. I'm walking to my car. Of course, I watch all my surroundings from the hood, you know, all that whatever, right? I'm walking, some little small white dude just like this. I'm watching white dude like this. He's just like, nice evening, isn't it? I'm talking like a damn robot. Because he was just like, nice evening. Yeah, nice evening. I'm like,
Damn.
yeah, man, all right, let me get my burnt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
It's like, cause
I wouldn't doubt it.
like my neighbor, like before I came out the house. That's why I love the wintertime. You can hear the leaves. You know what I'm saying? You can hear somebody walking.
Yeah.
I'm coming out my house. I'm like, shh. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hey, you
it
doing?
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it is.
That's why you got it. Because, man, just look at the brothers that didn't kill, like, that was like activists and stuff.
Yeah.
They pull you over. That's why I say, man, you can put over the interstate, keep going, get
I'm gonna tell you something.
Always lit jump.
They definitely coming for us because it's the Southern Poverty Law. When they had America's most terroristic groups. They had the KKK, Black Panthers, and they literally had Great Millstone, the name, our camp. They had GMS, then they had IUIC under them.
I mean,
So they
black-
listed us as
But they
terrorists.
got the black extremist groups now.
Yeah. That's what
You see what
they
they had
clumping
that-
us all together.
You see where they had the two fake people that went and started to shoot up the synagogue?
Oh yeah. That shit was
whatever
fake
it
as
was.
hell.
Yeah.
That shit was fake as hell.
And that was
No brother, he ain't in nobody camp. Nobody ever
Yeah,
seen
who in the world and what camp they gonna send them, you know what I'm saying, to go out and do something like that?
It was another one of those, the New Jersey shit with the pipe bomb.
Yeah, man. It's
So they
crazy.
building a case of it. And you remember when the camp, the pull-up boys was they totally off. They went to DC. They had them on CNN yelling at them. You know.
They teaching them to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like that Puerto Rican dude, he wicked as hell.
And we believe, we personally believe some of these camps are actually, because it's like we say how they kill small leaders, they also infiltrated a lot of our groups. So we believe a lot of Hebrew Israelite
The
groups
purple
have
and
been-
gold dudes.
Oh, they
that
definitely-
Jones,
oh,
they
yeah, they
definitely
definitely-
part of the jump.
They Masons and
I mean, yeah, and the dude was a police officer or something like that. He
definitely
ain't never
so.
stopped.
Well, him, that IUSC and ISUBK, they have a 501c3 charter.
Yeah, 501c3.
So they
that means
tied
they
in
have
with
to teach a
they tied
certain
in with
doctrine.
Esau anyway.
They got to teach a certain type of doctrine. If
Exactly.
not, they're gonna lose their taxes in the state.
Hey, they had they leader Nate, right?
Yeah.
Homegirl called up and she had the concerns like you with the classes. She was like, I'm a nurse and they're trying to give me the. He said, take it. Ain't no wrong with taking it. You take that thing. We got to do, And then ISUPK, one of their leaders, he just took it, and he telling the people to take it. So the Lord
They
is showing
finished.
you who not to follow.
They finished. Oh my God.
Yeah. We tell you don't take none of that shit. So they told me. Oh, let's read that before he
Yeah.
go. What we at? Isaiah.
Isaiah 60 and 2.
Yeah, before he go.
Guys,
You gave the channels already?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall raise upon thee. So I can read that again. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
So that's the point I want to bring, because you were saying how everybody don't know what the fuck going on. They in gross darkness. And the Lord only dealing with a certain elect. So, hey man, it was good
I
talking
mean,
to you.
yeah, man, it's all good, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know that. It's just that I've been.
No, hey, this
Man,
place drive you just
been
place
through a
drive you
lot. To
crazy.
be all this junk by myself, man. It's some sad shit. You know what I'm saying? On top of that junk, like I say, I ain't got no seed. I'm finished. You know what I'm saying?
I would say
just imagine
you ain't
being
finished though. You an Israelite.
I mean, what I'm saying, just imagine being in the store. I'm talking about it the type of stuff
plays
that's
on
my
you.
mind.
Yeah.
Just imagine being in the store. It's a dude over there in the next hour with his son. Hey, daddy, man, gonna give me a candy bar? I'm just like, out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, once I'm gone, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the junk is crazy, man. That's why I'm out here so long. I ain't got no damn business, man. I mean, I was just riding because I had bought me another car. I just was riding just to ride. You know what I'm saying?
They should hit
I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing.
Shit
I
whack
just-
anyway, it's played out. It's played
Huh?
out.
Yeah, I mean,
America's played out. But we got a kingdom coming. Our kingdom finna come. You know, we in the last days, but guess what? We finna get the fuck out of captivity.
And that's the thing, man, to have this in your mind. You don't have nobody to talk to. Like, I don't have no elders, man. I don't have no grandfathers, no uncles, no cats like that. Because their mind don't go down the rabbit hole.
They stuck it with the same old American shit.
Yeah, like I can't even talk to my mother about it.
Like
I can't,
what?
I'm talking about, man, on some
My
real,
mother took the damn jab.
man, on some real heart stuff, man. Do you know, instead of talking to my mother, I talked to her best friend. Because I couldn't talk to my mother. Because I want to tell my mother, like, look, man, I want to be like, if I lose it all, can I come back to your team? You know what I'm saying? Just cut grass or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Say, like, you got to get rid of my cars, get rid of my crib, whatever.
Can I come
Can
stay
I
with
just,
you?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't even have that conversation.
Yeah, that conversation.
You know what I mean?
It's the times
So it's
we
like
live.
I'll be out this joint with them dreadlocks, wilding out on the curve somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Real, yeah.
Like, we can laugh about it. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm
real
saying?
though. We all facing that though. We all
Like
facing-
straight up.
Yeah, we all
Go
facing
to walking out the block. I can make a booger talk. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like I used to go to work and my beard was all raggedy. Man, they looking at me like, oh, this nigga like blow this joint up. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
The Lord gonna provide a way.
And that's all I can believe because, man, even when I see other brothers, I'm like, look, man, I'm like, bro, if I don't ever see you again, I hope I can see you in the kingdom and we can rejoice.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You do this, like, God, nigga, you made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll have it.
And that just it, man, because I really believe that we have to have somewhere to go after all this.
The scriptures even tell you, even the wicked of all people, after they receive their judgment, they're gonna come back in the kingdom as newborn babies. So we all gonna be in the kingdom.
Everybody don't like us, man. They don't like the reasonable jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Who?
The world. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They'll deal with the Americans, but they deal with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from D.C., so the Americans can't stand it.
Fuck the man.
They act like them Ethiopians up there, John. They like,
Fuck the man.
They
They
know
had us
we'll beat the
in
brakes off them.
slavery in Egypt. Fuck them.
You
And
know
they
what I'm
help. And they help put us on the shit. Fuck them.
And that's the crazy part is like with the people that's in Egypt right now, they ain't even the real, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even the real Egyptians.
We got Arabs over here.
Man, I got cats from Morocco talking about they black. I said, man, you a fuck. I said, man, you an Arab. Don't call me Arab. I said, man, you a damn Arab. You ain't, you know what I'm saying, no actual black, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
When you want to go look at the pyramids, the errors guarding that shit.
Yeah. But think about it.
Kemet ain't over there.
But think about it though. Think about it. Like they had a lot of coups and stuff, right? Over in Egypt. Now, if you are the people of that land, why would you steal your antiquities in that land? That's like, man, you going to, like, if we believe in Christianity, like as far as believing in the church or whatever like that.
Yeah.
That's like us going to the daggone cemetery and digging up the stuff and start taking the rings off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It'll be wicked.
And when y'all
You know what
start
I'm
wearing jewelry any damn way.
Yeah, man. So it's just crazy, man. But yeah, man, my bag, man, I just, you know.
No, hey, beautiful conversation.
And like I said, I got brought here for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe in.
Everything the Most High is will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Because, I mean, man, I talk to brothers, and brothers feel like they want to get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Kill themselves, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I be there. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, just roll up on the cat and start talking.
Hey,
for hours.
the scripture say oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, man. Everything I love. As I was bending the corner to come up in this junk, I was talking to this chick, and she was like, I told him, this is everything I love. I said, man, people always see me, they always act like I got an attitude and I'm mad. And I said, man, it's a scripture in the Bible that surely oppression make it the wise man mad. So I'm supposed to have a damn attitude
Oh, we were
around
speaking
here.
before you came, our Lord, Yahweh Shah, who the world called Jesus,
just
said he was all still. Said he wasn't even really approachable. His
Yeah.
face was like, oh.
Yeah,
'Cause he
beating
what?
people out of the daggone temple.
Exactly. He
You
was
know
a
what I'm saying?
slave. He was a slave to Rome.
Oh, y'all want to get into the bush?
Exactly. We
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so,
And it's crazy because, you know, they always teach in the church, it's all love, he's all love. Like, no, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? What it say? It's a time for love, it's a time for hate, it's a time for war.
Ecclesiastes, the word.
You know what I'm saying?
Chapter 3.
It said, yeah, you can kill somebody, but you can't murder them. You know what I'm saying?
Killing,
You know what I'm saying?
Some killing is righteous.
So it's different because, man, you know, dealing with our people, man, and Lord forgive me, but I mean, I love good of our people. But you know, some of the things they done,
Most High hates
like
you.
they mind, they just done, man. You know what I'm saying? You go in the hoods, 90% of them, they stuck, they done. Look at them mother doing the milk crate challenge, man.
Bro.
So my thing is, I'm gonna walk across this foolishness.
Grown ass
I'm
adult.
gonna break my damn arm, I'm gonna break my neck.
Grown ass adult.
Yeah, but look how they program them though.
That's why they gotta just be destroyed and come back, because some of our people is pure wicked.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even be
They'll kill
around
their
them.
mama. They'll murder their mama.
Like,
They have murdered their
You know,
mama.
like how old are you? 51. So you know, you was like, well, damn, I'm 51 now. I'm good. I ain't got to worry about none of these little young niggas. But now, when you walk around there, cats just staring at you. I'm just saying, but back in your day, like, I know, like, for me being from D.C., when young boys just stare at us, it's like, yo, what the hell is you know what I'm saying? But now, these young dudes, they just stare at you like, for one, like they can beat the brakes off,
No,
of
they
you,
ain't gonna fight
or they
you.
want to,
ain't
they
gonna
like
fight
you or something.
They ain't gonna fight you. They just gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
I was watching one clip. Dude just mistakenly bumped into him. It just
Talking about the joint in Florida,
it was a clip. I don't know exactly what it was.
and he killed the dude right
He
there.
had like a man purse. And just shot.
I think that Jones in New York, yeah. And he killed the dude. I think the dude was like a football player or something like that. Yeah. And I mean, that's they teach him to be sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with coming out with a song called "I'm gonna knock your ass out"? You know what I'm saying? Say something else, I'm gonna knock your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody, they teach him, just like in prison. Instead of fighting, if you gonna kill a man, beat me up. Beat the hell out of me. I don't give. If I get in a fight with somebody, like for me, I've done martial arts stuff my whole life. My
Yeah.
thing is, if I go out here and a nigga knock me out, I'm like, damn, you got
take
me.
that. You take
I'm
that.
like, let me
You
get that
lose
round
some.
two, man.
Yeah, you lose some.
Let me get a round two. If you beat the brakes off me again, I'm like, all right, man. Fuck,
Hey,
you
even
got
the
it.
Lord said, hey, your brother,
You know what I'm
if you, our Lord, the Lord said, if you and your brother get in an altercation, you beat him up bad, you take him into your house and
Yeah, but
your
like,
wife get him back together so he can go
yeah,
out.
but my thing is like, yo, I say, let me get that round two. You know what I'm saying? If you beat me up, I'm like, all right, you stay over there. I'm over there, we cool. But I'm not gonna walk past you every day and you like, ah, shots break off your ass. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you shoot the dude, it ain't no more than that.
Nah.
Now that's just murder. And a lot of dudes, they shoot the dude and think they gonna get off, but then the most side have a nigga shoot you a year later.
See, like, he know, like in his time and like in my time, back in the day, you could have words with somebody and you be like, man, fuck you, man, walk off. You can't say that, John, now. You know what I'm saying? Because a mother gonna come back, you know what I'm saying, try to light you up. And to me, that's the worst. It's like me, like being in the Marines or something. You get a bunch of damn training. You ride out in the damn truck and get blown up. You didn't get a chance to fight. Now, granted, I'm against all that trash now.
Drones and shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm against all that, going overseas and fighting all these other people's wars. But in my mind, back in the day, I didn't like bullies. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It was that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he was brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
You see what they told the military?
What? What they got?
They gotta get it immediately.
Oh, but the thing is, they ain't got to get it already. They been got it.
Yeah, they been
You know
getting
what I'm saying? They just.
But if you was against it, you gotta get it.
But the thing is, you know how many shots did you already get?
In the military.
They probably already been got the
But they
shot.
got a video of dude, he was up there saying, man, he in the military, man, I don't want to do, I got a family and a daughter, then I got bills, I gotta take care of my family. He's like, I gotta take that L, man, I gotta get it.
But what they say they gonna do? They gonna lock them up,
They,
or they just disown them with discharge?
first they said, in certain cases, they taking money from them. So I don't know how far it's gonna go, we still gotta see, because it just came out this week. The defense and secretary of defense said they gotta get it immediately.
Remember I was telling you about that whole game stock and junk. When you get a chance, look at that. When people
I'm gonna look it up, I'm gonna look it
When people be online and they looking at certain stuff, man, Man, they be following people. You heard the jump about the before? Some old man, I'd have been coming to my crib, just about to walk in the house, but my neighbor, he outside cutting grass. Well, I'm looking up. So damn Chinook helicopter just hovering over my shit. Just hovering. They looking out, and my neighbor, he looking like, you know what I'm saying? They might have thought maybe I'm just hovering, cuz. I'm just like, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't even give a damn. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when they give me, they give me, they got me. Ain't shit I can do. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to go out with a bang or some shit, but I'm talking about straight up, man. The average person would think like, man, they ain't worried about the point where they have that jump. They do that jump to fuck with people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking, man, I done came home. I've been to DC. DC, you know, that shit's all Mason type shit. I come back to my room, my damn room door. You know what I'm saying? My crib there, you know, I had my burn. I do that in front row, kick the door in and shit. I'm looking, cause this is a balcony. I'm like, yo, I had a balcony. Let me get your ass out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? That joke is deep. You gotta. I say this one last thing. Years ago, I messed around, was drinking. I said, God damn it, I want to see the White House. I don't know, I was on some weird shit, right? I ride out there. I'm walking past security desk, security walking, one dude, he walking. I said, man, where the goddamn White House at? I'm like, man, it's over there. I said, all right, fuck that shit. I go walking to it, right? I see the punk ass White House and shit. And then that shit just clicked in my head. It was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? You gonna fuck around and be in this damn Messianic lodge, get your ass ate out, you know what I'm saying? That's some crazy shit. You gonna get missing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, y'all laugh at that shit. But I'm talking about, man, I woke up, I was like, what are you doing? I'm talking about if it's ever time they could have got my ass, I could have been missing.
Right there.
Man, my mother used to work at the Pentagon when she was 16. I don't even ask no damn question. She was like, when you get in trouble or something, you don't call this first, you call them. And she just started telling me stuff years later. And I don't know how many times that maybe them was probably looking out or whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother told this damn general, man. She was ahead of something at the jump. Dude parked in the wrong spot. She gave him a ticket. This dude jumped in his little golf cart. Hauled ass over, wanted to see who the hell, who had the balls to give her this damn ticket. Come to find out that dude was the person in charge of the damn Pentagon. He seen my mother and was like, good to go. You know what I'm saying? And left. This dude was named Admiral Zunwalker. This dude got $1 billion ships named after him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, what the hell was she a part of, man?
That's how it is.
And it's crazy because there's so many people that's a part of certain stuff, man. It's like I don't even deal with. Like the cat at my job. I'm like, yo, man, y'all, you do what you gotta do,
Secret
man.
societies, all that.
Yeah, because I don't want to be, I'm not paying nobody to be my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? When they call on you, you gotta do whatever the hell they tell you to do. And who you think that's goddamn going out here getting all these false ass, fake ass goddamn COVID tests and shit? All these motherfuckers. I need you to go do this. I need you to go do that. If not, you know what we're gonna do to you. We're gonna slice your throat and all other crazy ass shit. But yeah, man, how often y'all be out here?
Oh, we out here every Saturday, North Willow.
Every Saturday.
Yeah.
Don't nobody mess with y'all nothing.
Oh man, we done been, like I said, I've been teaching personally. I've been teaching for 8 years, but we used to be in Richmond, and we done been in all type of shit.
Yeah.
Physical altercations, police, you name it, anything you can think of. Gun pulled on us.
Cause there's some dudes, I don't know what camp they are, but they got like a kiosk inside MacArthur Mall. And I was talking to them, they had their fringes on and stuff. I was like, yeah, man, so.
Oh, okay.
What group was that?
The guy I was telling you earlier that I had spoke to before.
Yes, that was
black.
me.
They got black on.
I think so.
Yeah, they be selling oils in military circles.
Yeah, I know they was in the middle of something, but it was like, you know, I'm sure I talked to dude, cats weren't trying to, you know what I'm saying? And I had sent them like one of the oldest pictures of your Howard child, you know what I'm saying? You know, on the thing, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen that real old photo?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, it's deep though, man. I appreciate talking to y'all, man. I see you started moving that water bug out and came through.
Oh, nah, I don't want it in my bag.
I don't play them Jones, man. Them Jones fly. Came down to Virginia, I seen them Jones flying. Like in
Oh, yeah,
DC, we had like little roaches.
That's a roach.
But to come down here and see a jump this big flying,
shit was flat.
man, when them Jones came, I came home one night, that Jones hit my damn lip. I hit the Matrix, right? I was going to Matrix, that shit hit my damn lip. I looking on the wall, I look at my door, that Jones was this big, man. I damn near rubbed my lips with damn raw. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, look, and then you know once you get done, it's like if somebody spit on your lip, right? You wash your joint off, right?
Yeah.
Then after a while, you're like, fuck it. Fuck it.
All right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all be safe, man.
All right, bro.
I appreciate talking to y'all.
No problem, man. We'll get one more. There's certain spirits you gotta just, and I seen it was getting to us. Certain spirits you gotta just let them.
Somebody's
ease
got
them
patience,
off.
man.
It took a lot out of me.
No, you gotta do that because I seen he was getting, he wanted to get physical. So I ain't trying to do that. So we'll get one more scripture.
Last time it was Isaiah 16.
Yeah, let's finish up with it. Let's read a little bit on that and we'll wrap it up.
Is it on Luke? No, I think it's
You
Isaiah
want me to go
16.
back to Isaiah 60?
Yeah, Isaiah 60, and we'll read that again and wrap it up.
Fine. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen among thee. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Fine. And the Gentiles shall come to my light, to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising.
You know, that's not talking about heathens, all right? It's actually twofold when you go deep. The heathens are actually going to try to learn from the nations, but a lot of our nation that have become Gentiles and Israelite foreigners, they're going to come here and realize they're Israelites too. So the Gentile thing is twofold, which these Christians don't know. You know, go ahead.
And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far. Thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear the enlarged, and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, and the forces of the Gentile shall come unto thee. The multitude of camels.
We can stop right there. So that's the point. I mean, we about to go through all this shit, but we about to get a kingdom. You know, we're gonna receive everything that's owed to us and more. You know, so hey man, we let them, for the viewers, I let them, you know, do his ramble. But sometimes you gotta know what spirits you're dealing with, man. You know. Anyways, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the men who learn the truth from. Shalom to the whole let Boam Yashal.
Boam Yashal.
Boam.
Shalom. Shalom. Yeah, you know, I heard him say a few things that was a lie, and I wanted to say something.